I'm telling you, they know who their target audience is, right? Yeah. They know who their target audience is. How my mom knows about her firm. I think everybody's.
I just think it comes down to responsibility.
They have like low key on everything when you go.
Yo.
What up?
We're talking about let's talk.
The buy now, pay later options.
Talk about this.
Swear by those programs. And,
I do too. They're great, but I know
some people do get fucked up though.
I know they're a trap. I'm gonna tell you this.
Yeah, I've definitely had people tell me they lost their whole check, and I'm like, "What you mean?"
Because you got so many niggas just putting so many different things on buy now, pay later. All those $15, $12, $19 a month, they add up. Y'all niggas just don't realize it. And then there's another thing. It's like a lot of people will affirm stuff they know they can't afford. Not even just like, sometimes you just don't want to spend the money and you have it, right? You have it to spend, but you don't want to spend the full money.
Yeah.
Right. So like, it's good for those situations, but for like a lot of these kids, because like I was saying, my mom don't know what a firm is. I doubt she's ever heard of Afterpay. She's ever heard of what's the other ones? There's a firm, Zezzle, Afterpay. There's
Shop.
There's a couple of them.
Klarna's definitely one.
There's a couple of them, right? My mom knows neither any of those, right? But a lot of these kids, is why you see all of these kids in these expensive ass things, and they're paying monthly for it, but like they don't have the money. Even if it's broken down into 24 monthly payments over 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, that's because they probably shouldn't be even making the purchases. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes down to that.
I think it just has to. It comes down to just like financial responsibility, because like these are fucking up.
Niggas are 21-year-olds restaurants.
Like I understand
they're
that,
affirming,
but this is fucking up
steaks,
this generation the way credit cards fucked us up. Like I was 18 and credit cards just kept coming to the house. Every time I call that number, you have been approved. Like no, you know.
The
so
thing
that
with them, but with us, right? We didn't have like crazy limits like that.
It doesn't matter. I fucked around and at between 18 and 20 had 11 credit cards. It didn't matter if they had $300 on all of them. I had 11 credit cards. Why? Because they let me.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
And I didn't learn my lesson until I fucked up a couple of them and got like, oh, you got to do what the white people do. You don't spend nothing on that card that ain't in your bank account. And you pay off more than okay. Didn't learn that. I know fucking the Pythagorean theorem to this day, but I had to learn through trial and error. You know what I mean? I think that's what the buy now, pay later are. Be stupid if you want to. There's a kid at my job right now who has fucked up like a good, because that's the thing, they extend it for so long that he's fucked up like a good like 2.5 checks. You feel me? Because like you said, overextend like 200, 150. That shit adds up, Mister. I only get 1,600 a check deposit.
You got to think, bro. It's like, okay, they'll take a $300 payment and turn it into a $12 payment over the space of time. But niggas will continually do this, right? They'll buy something else and spread it out, and buy something else and spread it out, and buy something else and spread it out, and before they know it, Monday the 15th, that's $15. Tuesday the 16th or Wednesday the 17th, that's another $24 coming out. Then on Saturday, another $50 is coming out. But before you know it, in 1 month, you might have 4 payments for something, and then now you look as stupid.
Yeah.
It's the truth.
Well,
whereas I only use it for like trips, like I'm going to St. Lucia Carnival next year. There is no reason I need to put that on a credit card or any. Let's just go ahead and put that on 12 payments. You know, it's a heftier payment because it's a heftier trip. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna ride out. But that's that. You know what I'm saying? Like
only time you put it on the card is if
I put very expensive shit that is purposeful. Like luggage. I bought like all new luggage before I went to England, right? I am not giving you $1,000.
No, it just all depends on the company. They may have deals with the credit card companies. So
the airlines do it. Like every company does it now, bro.
But this is the thing though.
Every company does it now, bro.
Buy 4 shits. give you advantages too. So it's literally to a point where it's like
Yeah,
I
some
can
of
choose
them.
between
Because they'll have like deals.
do I want to put this through Affirm? Like literally this last trip, right? Affirm is American Airlines, and I have a fucking Capital One credit card that has
Yeah,
their
see,
own.
that's what I mean.
Yeah, Capital One had like get another 10% or something, whatever. Affirm had 30% off.
Oh, see, yeah, but it's always good to check both.
But you know what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like they've gotten wise to it too.
Yo,
like
you buy plane tickets.
rewards and shit.
You buy plane tickets. You could not affirm, but you could pay later Airbnbs. You could pay later, like dog. It's getting crazy.
You can pay. Listen, you can pay later utility bills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is nuts.
I think
I don't think that's nuts because there are
You
times
breaking
are
a month
hard.
payment into 12
Times are hard.
no,
Not even the 12 one, but the 4 payment.
I think
even.
the genius
Bi-weekly,
idea of
like,
it is
help yourself
obviously
out.
to
But why,
get people
though?
to buy.
No, but why though? Why do you think? It's because
No.
niggas is broke.
Yeah, but it's also to get people to buy things that they normally possibly wouldn't make that purchase, and it's like, okay,
It's
we
not
can-
even that. Niggas is affirming their groceries, dog. What are you talking
No, I'm
about?
just talking about just in general. Like,
No,
hey, yeah,
no.
they wouldn't get steak that week. They would probably just get some regular
feel
ground
like-
beef.
I feel
But
like-
now, hey, since I can affirm this, I'm gonna
I feel
continue
like it
eating
was
steak.
made like how
It's-
Clark
you
is
get what I'm
describing it, and then niggas used it like how you see what I'm saying?
Because
Like it didn't
Yeah.
people didn't like make Affirm and make these things for you to put your fucking grocery bill on.
yeah, but now
But
that
at the
now it
same
is
time-
because you go
But
to
at the same
affirm.
time, right? I think it's kind of dope that if you do fucking have it, like you got 2 fucking kids at home, your grocery bill is probably a lot higher than mine as a single. You know what I'm saying? If your shit is 300, 400, hey, maybe you don't have that. Maybe you don't get paid till da 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 da. You need that juggling. You know how many times I've literally I've used this shit just because I don't get paid for like maybe 5-6 days.
But
There's a
that's
sale going on. This price is dumb good. I put it on that shit, get paid, pay the whole motherfucking
But
thing
that's
off.
a symptom.
Yeah.
That's a symptom of the bigger problem is that like you're not. It's not supposed to be this way.
No, it's because no one's teaching. Like I just said, I know I am 13 motherfucking 3. I don't build shit. I'm not in anything that I should. Should be a mathematician. I still fucking remember the Pythagorean theorem. No one fucking taught me how to balance a checkbook or how to be financially literate. I had to fucking learn that in the fucking trenches. You
Right.
feel me? As much as your parents gave you allowance, budgeted things, I had to manage my own money. I never understood inflow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
they are
creating a yearly budget
in the black,
and having,
in the black
you know,
household. You don't typically learn about credit like that.
hey, listen, my people were like, don't do it. It was fear credit. And I was
Yeah,
like,
it's
well,
fear,
I'm not going to
but-
do that. And
but
I fucking went too crazy.
Yeah, but overall, just
Whereas now I tell my niece, I was like, don't put nothing on a credit card. You can't pay off. Like you don't have to pay off.
Mhm.
And when you get a credit card, do not run that motherfucker up over a third of the balance. Simple as that. And always pay over the minimum. Them is the motherfucking rules. In a perfect world, you should be able to charge your credit card all month long, not literally all month long, but whatever for that month. And at the end of that month, when that motherfucker due, pay that whole motherfucker off. If that's not how you're living, you're doing it wrong. Simple. $40 on a $700 balance is going to take you a grip with interest and all that other shit that's hitting it. At least with the shop pays and shit, the buy fours, there's no interest until you do those 12 and them longer
yeah,
payments.
you got to go crazy along with it.
You
really got to go crazy.
For
along
me, as
with
someone
it.
who's learned her financial lesson, and it still allows me to fucking book trips that I wouldn't be comfortable booking using real fucking actual active money. Yeah, they're a blessing. But for a 21-year-old who's gonna go fucking buy Balenciaga and go fuck themselves into a problem, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's usually the worst part. You know what I mean? It's usually those type of buys. But I mean,
It's predatory, dog. That's
yeah.
how I feel. Like a lot of this stuff,
it's good for technology though, and like, hey,
A
I
lot
need
of this
phone,
stuff- a lot of this
and I
stuff
need
is
certain things
predatory
that are
because
hella expensive.
they're
Oh,
just
yeah.
giving it to people. You know what I mean? Like you got an Apple phone. Apple just pretty much gave you $5,000 in credit with the Apple card just because you have an Apple phone. It's just bad.
And you know
dog.
what's crazy? I won't apply for one. I will not apply for an Apple card. Like I already know that's a problem. No, it's okay. You ain't gotta give me that. You can keep it. But again, it's just the
Goldman
responsibility.
Sachs.
It's just the responsibility of it. Like I'm teaching my niece from now. Like you got to keep this money. You need this account. You need a credit union. Like all the shit nobody told us.
Yeah.
All your fucking taxes on time.
Like I said, usually I don't hear those things. It's told or it's said once in a while, but it's not like enforced. Like, hey, You're gonna have to come. I'm gonna show you to do every time we do taxes. You're gonna be sighing. You're gonna be annoyed, but every year you're gonna watch me do taxes, and I'm gonna explain how this goes down.
I got
Shit
a
like that.
homegirl right now.
I've never heard that in a black household like that.
I got
I'm
a
just gonna
homegirl
keep it
right
clean.
now. Bought a house, was proud as fuck, got slapped up after escrow and all that shit came back with property tax and arrears.
Oh yeah.
She's like, she called me because I'm in property management that people just believe it's like the same as real estate. She's like, well, I was like, I don't motherfucking know. You need to talk to a realtor. I don't know where the fuck that money came from or why you owe it, but that looks serious. That document they send you looks like they willing to take back your shit. And from what I gather, and like a grip. Bitch, and she's like, property tax? Well, like, what do you mean? How are they taxing the property? This is America. They will tax everything, bitch. They're gonna tax air in a couple of weeks. Stop playing. Like, and just didn't know, never knew.
Was there a fine print you didn't read, or?
I don't understand it the way she explained it, but ultimately, whatever it worked out, whatever it worked. Nah, property tax is a whole different thing. You just got to fucking pay property tax because it exists, right? Every year. And that shit changes every year based on the fucking economy and blah, blah, and the house value, right? But what happened to her was something about basically whatever she paid down based on whatever like first homeowner shit she had.
She did a program.
That whatever they said her down payment needed to be, now that everything's done and she's been in the house and escrow, all that shit is now filed, they have the real number of what her down payment should have been. And Shorty ain't got that. And it's not like it's like, 5 stacks. You know what I mean? It's like a good, I think she said 27.
27,000?
Yeah.
So that means she
put down, like, you remember homeowners, it can be as low as like 3%.
You have to be in the program. Like something she didn't file something correctly.
But
or she needs to go to a property, like an attorney or
that's
something.
All I was like, you need to go to somebody that understands what happens on the inside of things. Because all I know is these people said you owe them that much money in these tiny amount of days.
That ain't right.
Yeah.
You can't put nothing with 2 digits in front of the comma and then tell me I got under 100 days. 90 days? What the fuck am I doing 90 days? Suck dick for money? That's only way I'm getting that. 27K in 90 days? I can't do that, baby.
Yeah, she gotta call somebody.
Help me out.
That don't make sense. That might have been like, who did she go through to get the loan?
Point blank, like you said, there's going to be a place, an error, a point of you didn't file this, you didn't check this box, you didn't do motherfucking something. You know why? Because you didn't know what the fuck you were doing, and you probably went to your homegirl real estate agent instead of going to.
If it seems to somebody, listen.
But if you went to a home buyers program, shouldn't somebody sit down with you and?
No. What she's saying is she probably went to like a friend that does real estate and the friend probably did something to where she got a bulk of the payment or something
she didn't
like
check
that.
a box. Simple as that. Have you seen real estate contracts? You've seen a real estate, like, to buy a house, right? These shits are long and got a lot of tiny little fucking boxes, right?
Reggie,
like,
you gotta be in the room for hours.
Bruh, a box can change so much.
Bro, when you going over you're in the room for hours.
Real estate assistants
you take
that
a
draft
break.
These shits,
do you get what I'm saying?
There's
a break schedule.
They get fired like that for missing a check mark or an X, because that can change everything as a buyer or a closer. Because literally there's parts on there where it says like closing dumb shit, like buyer has to pay the whole thing.
Yeah. There's so many different things.
It's stupid.
Nah, there's so many different things like
that can change your life on those contracts.
Like real talk, like the buyer usually pays for a lot of stuff, right? But what a lot of sellers do is the sellers will pay for it so that the buyers will buy the property.
Perfect example.
Right?
Do you remember that I had beef with Miss Marion Hill? Is her name? Is it Lady Saw? Yeah. So Lady Saw at the old company I worked for, she bought a condo, right? Mm-hmm. And the seller on the document was supposed to pay the special assessment that was up, right? Because it was a bulky special assessment that was going to last like 24 months that just got put in maybe 6 months ago. So no new buyer wants to now, deal with that.
Come in there and have to
right.
Pay that. Yeah.
So it was written in the contract, right? Mm-hmm. To the point where she's like, I know I seen it. But you know what? It wasn't done. That little X that says this line is applicable to this contract.
They didn't
Like
they
you
didn't
can
check
write
it.
whatever
They
you
wrote it
want
into
on
the
that,
contract, but didn't check
but
it.
didn't check the
And then
box.
make you go through it, hoping that you're gonna miss it.
And you signed everything, and
And
this,
now they're not legally
not at all.
responsible.
And she called me everything but a child of God. I'm bullying her. I'm like, ma'am, it's on the paper. It ain't got nothing to do with me. You didn't even know me when you signed this shit. This ain't got nothing. Listen, this is due. Don't pay it. Pay it. I'm gonna tell you this. And that whatever the deadline say on that letter we sent you, after that day, you won't even have to talk to me no more because you're gonna be in the attorney's office. You see me? I won't even be able to speak to you because we're gonna go ahead and file that foreclosure, baby. Putting a lien on that shit. What you mean? You ain't got no royalties. This should be a check. This ain't even no big, you know what I'm saying? You fucking lady motherfucking son.
Yeah, she make a hit since.
You can make the seller pay for everything. You can make the seller
One
pay the closing
fucking
costs.
check.
You
And
can
she
make the
was
seller.
right.
You
It
can
was
make.
written, but it was not.
You can make the seller pay the realtor percentage. You can make the seller pay everything if you
Listen,
want.
especially if it's in a situation where they are trying to get up out of that shit
Yeah.
because there is a fucked up HO. You know, Poorman said she was vexed to this day. To this day.
After your inspection, you can make the seller drop the price of the roof.
You can do
needs
so much
anything,
shit, or even like if your fucking condo, the association isn't funded for that shit.
So when the seller pays for it, it basically comes out of that buy price, or
Yeah.
okay.
Because I'm not gonna buy a fucking house that the fucking roof is fucking shot. And there's no money in the association reserve, so they're gonna special assess for that.
Yeah,
That's gonna
we
be like
got-
$100,000. Nah.
We got $30K off of this house because I think this house was originally like one when we bought it. It's I think it's close to 4 now, but it was worth like 180. But the lady was trying to get up out of it, and so we had the inspection, and there was a couple of things we didn't like, and she dropped the price, and we were like, okay, we'll buy it as a fixer upper.
Exactly. But
It's more the house. So for the price we bought it at, the house is probably by next year it's going to be triple the price that we bought it at. Luckily,
With all the people moving down here and shit like that. So yeah, it
fucking up
makes
the
sense.
housing market. But yeah, those contracts are no joke, and people don't read and people don't pay attention, and they will fuck you. Like, I know they ended up filing foreclosure on that shit. She was adamant because she said, I saw it. And it's like she could not understand. I'm like, you right. I see it too.
but you guys didn't check to say that.
That you
was
see
a
that
part of the
box over there
contract.
right next to it. You see how it's clear as day.
It's supposed to be checked and initialed.
Exactly.
And they make you go through all the checks and they tell you what everything is. And like, bro, it's a long ass process. They schedule in a lunch break because the shit be like 4 or 5 hours. Like, it is insane.
So you go,
So how does she miss
you do it with anybody, or
That's
you just-
Yes,
If you
you're with the
choose to-
real.
I was just
You're
about to
with
say,
the realtor.
If you're doing it with a realtor,
Oh.
but that's also something like a realtor doesn't have to do that with you. A realtor doesn't even have to offer to do that with you. You can be someone that's adamant enough to be like, hey, I want you to go over this with me, or you can take it. Me personally, if I didn't know the realtor like that, like I have one realtor in mind, she's an older lady.
Or
I
not the
swear by
not the
her.
realtor, the whole blow person, whoever it was. It was a
Yeah.
log ass.
The
Yep.
loan officer is a whole next thing.
It was a log ass appointment, bro. I'll tell you, like, listen,
Yeah, yeah.
I never want to do that again.
or the loan guy, because that's part of their money too. So,
But the loan guy, that might be a whole different conversation. Your loan money, I'm talking about your closing docs.
Yeah,
The
closing docs.
contract.
The actual contracts when
that
you
you're
sign
sending
that
it
you're
back to
selling
the
because it's
realtor
you.
about.
You're in the room with the seller and then like another person.
Your closing docs,
You get what I'm
that's the
saying?
shit that you have to pay attention
You're
to.
in the room with the seller.
I'm just surprised you don't have. So nobody like. I'm just surprised it's not standard to have like representation.
It's
Nigga,
not required.
You're in the room with the seller,
Not saying
their
required,
real,
but
their
just-
real estate person, and your
No,
real
just
estate.
somebody that's on your side to make sure you
You're
sign
in-
everything.
You're in the room with the real estate person,
Mhm.
the person you hired to find the house or whatever the case may be, the seller, and their real estate, whatever. It's
Okay.
like the two sides. You're coming on an agreement for this big ass contract.
But think about it. If your real estate agent is like green against a real estate agent that's like been heavy in the game, right? And I do it all the time. I'll see something ain't filled out right. I ain't saying shit if that benefits me. If
No,
you
that's-
don't fucking see it to call it, why the fuck me I got point to tell it? Just stupid. My client is gonna fucking want to dig off in my shit if I do that, right? Because more than likely, if I don't say anything, me and my client are gonna have a conversation after this. Like, you see how I just say if you fucking da 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 da. Oh, okay.
That's why it's like, why wouldn't you have, like, at least I'm just saying, like, first of all, try to get a veteran or somebody that is at least on fire, doing really well, right? Like, you can go with that, and then secondly, definitely have that person in the room, because I just look at it like, if you're just in there by yourself and they have two people, it just feels like a disadvantage already. Just in my mind.
But a lot of people don't have that mindset. And a lot of people just be like happy to be able to sign.
Gullible.
Because I'm not even gonna lie, I feel like that's what's gonna fuck me up in the long run. Like,
You just.
I feel like I'm gonna get enough no's that whenever it's like, okay, no, this one's coming, I'm going to do whatever to push that through.
Mm-hmm.
The difference is I already have the team. You feel me? Like, I have a real estate agent and a real estate lawyer that already know, like, when push come to shove, do not listen to me read all this shit. I don't care how much I tell you I love it. You understand me? Read all this shit and make sure it makes sense. The inspection reports, all that.
No, facts.
I'm not going to pretend like I know. And me, what I do know, I'm going to be requesting the financials from the association because I need to see what that shit, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what I do. So I can look at that budget real quick. But most homeowners don't do that. You know how many homeowners brand new, like in the developments that I told y'all about last time that they're building, right? So like, you are brand new in this shit. You just bought this shit. Are emailing like, what's my association fee? How the fuck you don't know that? You just got your shit. It should be somewhere in that contract. You ain't got that either. You know how many people tell me they don't have their contract? You just bought your shit.
That's
All
true.
right.
Dun, 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 dun.
Irresponsibility, yo. No fucking accountability. On to topics.
What's been good with y'all though?
Oh yeah, this been chilling, man. Lightly Seasoned Podcast. Host Clark, got Mark, Ashley, and
Hey.
Richie. Yeah.
Yo.
But the week's been
Yeah, sorry to bore you guys with that.
So sorry, tangent. Man.
Yeah.
It was a bad day at work for me. That's
I just
all.
wanted to make sure people know who they're listening to if they decide to listen.
to blur and beat.
But yeah, how the week was, it was interesting to say the least. It was boring but interesting all at the same time.
Nigga, you was yachting. What do you mean?
That was this week. That was last week.
Oh,
I
that's-
can't
oh,
remember.
Look at
You weren't here. So yeah, what's up? You was
You tell us.
partying. You was partying it up, my nigga.
It's
What's
not
up?
partying. No, literally, I was waiting. I just was trying to push a show on the network. So,
Oh yeah, what
basically,
show?
it's not out yet.
Are you
So
allowed to say? Or?
yeah, no, it's not out yet. So I'm not
Still
gonna really
hush,
say.
hush.
Yeah,
Still
I'm gonna
hush,
keep it a
hush,
little
no.
hush right now. But
Nigga,
No.
you talked about it the last time you was on the show.
Oh,
no, I
God.
didn't.
Nigga, he called.
He called. I just said we're working on something. I never said what it was or any
Nigga,
details.
niggas can put two and two together.
And
That's
you
fine,
let
but-
them make 4. He don't need no
Yeah.
lawsuits.
I'm
You don't
not-
know
I'm
what
not
this man
talking-
signed.
He never actually put out information that he was putting it out. So until he's like, hey, or a trailer comes out, I'm just gonna remain hushed until now. But I think it's gonna be a dope show. You know what I'm saying? But basically, I was waiting around to push that show, and the person I was pushing it to,
Do you remember what we were talking about? Since you ain't gonna talk about the show, do you remember what we were talking about around the show?
yeah. I'm gonna chop it up with them after all this.
No, not that. I'm talking.
Oh, well.
So essentially, we were talking. We were talking about this topic. It probably would have been better the first time we were talking about it, but it was like, yo, you know how wild it is because we work in media and content and stuff like that. You know how wild it is when you meet like a porn star that you know in the world. you know how crazy it is because already know what they look like naked, and you already know like that's just crazy. Like it's the weirdest. It might be one of the. I don't even know how to describe. I don't even know what the term is, but it's like it's not just on the screen anymore. It's in your face, but you only know the on the screen stuff. You don't know what she looks like with clothes on, and like you don't like even when not on no homo shit. Like obviously there's niggas in pornos too. It's like when you see a male porno, because if you're a male porno star in Miami, you see them all the time. You see the Bang Bros dudes. If you know who they are, they're in Miami. You see 8th Street, Cayocho. That is the porn central for South Florida.
Corn Central.
So you see all the
Corn
see
Star.
all the Brazzer chicks. You see the girl that does all the content with like Kai Cenat and them. She down here all the time. You get what I'm saying? All the big porn stars are here in Miami doing OnlyFans. So when like you see them,
Well, it is a #1 capital of the world for OnlyFans. Apparently, it
so
was
when
mine.
you
It
see
was
them, when
voted
you
last
see them in
year,
real life,
2023.
it's so crazy because you have to like block that out. Right? You got to block out everything. Right? Like you got to even sometimes act like you don't know that they're a porn star.
Corn Star. Yeah.
You can say, what are you talking about?
You really can't say the P word. It's actually Corn Star. Yeah, it's weird. It gets ends up making your content immediately adult and 18 and up. So it's crazy.
The more you know.
Yeah.
But
there
it's
you go.
been like 20 minutes.
No, I was just like, no, even so, like if you cut it into clips, that's why. So you just want to stay on that. Just bake it in so whenever you still talk, you just have that in your mind. You know what I mean? So it can go as far as possible. That's just producer talk.
But isn't everything that we watch 18 and up?
No.
So like
they literally, even when they talk about things, they'll say the beats. They'll say things to get around it. Just
okay.
so
All right,
it
I'll
gets-
try and put that in my lexicon.
Yeah. Just
I'll try and
you
put it
know
in
what
my,
I'm
I'll
saying?
try and put yeah, so you gotta like block out the fact that they do corn, right?
Yeah.
Like you gotta even like act like they don't, like, oh, word. I would never have imagined. Like
Not
Nah,
all for
facts.
us. Not me.
Nah, if I see Pinky or something like that, I strip like,
Man, all right.
you know what I mean? You know, like
You're not dead yet, Lord.
No. It's
Look by your
listen.
good
It's not the
self.
same when
Look
you're
by your
just.
resilience.
It's not. Listen, it's not the same when you just bump into them on the road, right? Because like it's different when you're working with them, and it's not porn.
Corn.
It's not corn, yeah.
Maize.
It's not corn. It's different when you're working with them, or you got to go do something that's not that. Because now you have to like, but like this is what you do. What do you mean?
I mean, people
That's
got-
kind of like
but-
shut up and dribble, I guess. But
No, it's not shut up and dribble. I'm not saying
but,
like
I mean, people got different stuff they do. I guess they do outside of the world. I mean, maybe she.
it's like, could you like if your brethren did like I don't understand like
maybe she likes to. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
he
she
was
likes
talking
to
about
sell her.
Clark was talking about this other this guy this other
well,
this-
Brian Pumper was almost a rapper, and that almost actually.
all of
happened.
them porn
Yeah,
porn
no, I'm
stars want to
saying-
be rappers.
No, I'm saying, but he was actually almost on G Unit. You know what I'm saying? That almost actually happened.
Remember the ex corn stores that wanted to talk to the youths about little girls about remember the start the little thing, remember?
To stop to not go into it.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Listen.
No, he didn't just do a line.
The corn industry, the corn,
It
like,
kind of sounds like it.
it's bad, right? I'm not saying it's good. Like, don't get. I'm a guy, right? And I was a kid at one point. Like, all you get in, you watch it at some point. You see it.
The oldest
You know-
business in the world.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's
Not the oldest business in the world. Prostitution is the oldest
Yeah,
business in the world.
completely.
Porn is not the oldest business in the world.
I mean,
One of the oldest.
I
film
mean, when you
businesses in the
when you
world.
take the long way, when you take the
Hey,
long way,
yo.
corn is no, that's not crazy. When you take the long way around, corn is definitely that. If you want to logic it, but it's definitely that. You're getting paid for that specifically.
to perform.
It's entertainment.
No, yes and no. Yes
It's
and no.
entertainment.
Just
Yes
because
or no?
you're getting a licensing fee off of the film
It's entertainment.
doesn't make it less.
It's entertainment. That's what they call it. It's just entertainment for
I think
adults.
it definitely does
That's
make
why
it
it's called
less
adult
because at the end of the day, that's taking one dick, even if a million dicks jack off to it, you took one versus and made this much money versus the
But
bitch
they're not
on the
just
street
taking. But they're
that's
not just taking
dick.
one.
I mean, okay.
They're doing multiple.
I'm not talking about the fucking ones that fucking like are gangbang. I'm
No, I'm
like,
not talking about that. I'm
actual
talking
porn.
about a lot of them are
Oh.
doing multiple
Oh,
scenes.
dang,
Like
dang.
they're doing multiple scenes in a day. I'm dead ass.
Fair, and it's going out to and they're getting money out of the pockets of way more Johns, right? Because if you
Yeah.
look at everybody as a trick, right? So
But it's
she's
still,
making.
but
I'm
as
not-
long as there's a John and a trick, that means that means prosty.
we're talking about people who have vaginas, okay? And the use of said vagina lessens way more with just fucking this one or these ones and you broadcasting it to all these and I get all this money versus the girl on the corner who would have to fuck all of these to make all of this money.
Yeah.
But you're
When
still
we're talking about
but they're
when we're
still
talking
fucking,
about
though.
home when we're
At
talking
the
about
end of the
home,
day.
Yeah, but
all of us are still fucking.
yeah, but it's the quantity.
I fuck. I'm
It's the quantity.
not. Every woman
quantity.
who's a sexually active person
So
fucks.
Yeah, but
So
the
it
girl,
now
the girl in the corner
but then-
is doing it every 5 minutes or every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You get what I'm
she might
saying?
just have a good week.
The
Like I'm
other
not saying there's
person,
not the ones that
she just
commit
gotta
to it for
do- she
years,
just gotta
but
do
they
one
don't have
one
to.
content, right?
just
and-
be,
and
the
that's-
amount
and-
doesn't matter.
Yeah, kind of does.
The amount doesn't
But
matter.
the
Back in the day, these bitches weren't fucking every 5 minutes, right? These bitches were like side pieces to niggas, for lack
Well,
of a
there
better
was
term.
still
No,
red,
listen.
there was still red light districts. And
Yeah,
bitches
but
on
no,
the
I'm
corner.
talking about like these bitches weren't getting 20 niggas every day for a month straight, right? It was still porn back then. Just because it was still prostitution back then.
No, I'm saying, hey,
Just because it's on a screen, you still got paid specifically to have sex.
No one's disputing it, but if there are some,
There's no way, like,
there
you-
are some
You're
girls.
actually just trying to nice it up.
No, I'm
See,
not.
this,
No,
is
no,
how,
she's-
this is how you know
she's-
Ashley
No,
is still.
it's
no,
kind
no.
of negative. I'm
I
kind of on the
just
side
have a
of this one.
vagina.
Nah,
And
bro.
I
She's just
also,
saying-
you
she's
also
saying-
have to
just
understand.
because you're not bunning the line all day.
But
don't
you,
mean-
you have to understand that you understand that there are some, unfortunately, some girls, some women, whatever, that are going to go into sex work, any kind of sex work, right? Like just the lives that choices that were made.
Okay,
versus-
boo. Hold up, better. That just did it right there. Let's call it all sex work.
Yeah.
Let's call it all sex work. At the end of the day, you're still a sex worker.
Okay, boom.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, right? A fucking teller at Wells Fargo is a banker, and the motherfucker in the fucking big ass building on Wall Street is a banker. Which motherfucking banker do you want to be?
Yeah, no. I
Okay.
get it. I get it.
Dang.
Yo, drop a bomb. Drop one of those
Yeah,
bombs
but
for
you're
that.
But you're still a banker.
But you're still a banker, okay?
Nah, but that's the point though.
You're
But
still
can
a
you
bank,
bank
don't
with
matter.
me? But can you bank with me?
But that's why.
Are your funds accepted at this financial institute?
But that's the same thing.
FDIC.
FDIC.
That's the same thing we were talking about.
Nah, but
How the OnlyFans creators have made a total of how many billion, and they've outdone the NBA.
What?
So
But
that's
the-
why all of these
But that-
all of these girls are growing up to just want to do OnlyFans.
nah,
bro.
but this is what she's basically saying.
That's
It's
what-
not.
that's
It's some of these girls want to be
little-
growing up to be hoes, just straight up hoes.
There are going to be little girls
like, from
that
back in the
end up
day.
as strippers, streetwalker, whatever. This has
Hold
been
on,
the
hold
thing.
on.
Escorts, whatever.
Hold up,
Even
pause.
from back in the day.
Pause. Don't make that. Don't say that because that's very dangerous. Because a lot of these girls that grew up to be hoes, they had problems.
And you think
No,
little
let
girls
me
finish,
still don't
let me
have
finish.
problems?
Yes, little girls still
And
have
you-
problems, but
okay.
now girls that didn't have problems, that grew up in 2-family homes who weren't abused, I'm being dead ass, weren't
We're
abused,
still hoes.
are just going into it because it makes more money. That's what I'm saying. That's the thing that I'm saying. Like, yes, you
right.
can tell that this bitch was gonna be a hoe because she was fucking since she was 12. But I'm not talking about those girls.
I'm not just talking about those girls.
I'm talking about people. I'm talking about niggas too, though.
I'm talking
not
about little girls, even that's grown up in the hood, and might see a couple streetwalkers that dress fly.
I'm not
Same
even
way-
talking about
same-
them, bro. I'm talking about not girls that grew up in the hood. I'm talking about girls that are your friends' little sisters that grew up rich in Weston, whose parents weren't alcoholics and didn't beat them and gave
How
them
many-
a great life.
In all
That
honesty, how many
graduate
people?
high school
How many
or
people?
turn 18 and start an OnlyFans.
How many people in this?
Yeah, I seen
in
some of
this
my
room?
bros growing up. You know
How
what I'm
many
saying?
people in this room genuinely know girls in sex work? I'm not even, don't even count strippers that just strip.
No, I know. I know
Okay.
a few.
I'm talking
Yeah.
like,
I know a few.
Yeah.
okay. Of those girls, and obviously don't name names, just think to yourself, right? Do literally none of them come from none of them come from good situations of any of the girls you personally know? Not one.
None of them.
Okay.
I mean,
No.
we're older though.
No. Fair. I'm 33, and I can say if I know 7, I can honestly say only 2 come from those stereotypical bad homes, let's say, right? Quote unquote bad homes.
But of the
And the other 5,
so you said the other 5, right? They weren't sexualized young. They didn't
the
have
other 5 all got basically turned out by boyfriends and or older niggas but were grown. Okay, these are some of these girls I went to college with. You motherfucking F got into, you know what I'm saying? And she didn't walk the stage. So what I'm saying is, just because a bitch has parents at home and doesn't mean anybody prepared her mind. That's what gets you.
Yeah,
Nope.
I understand
So
that.
they still exist.
I understand that.
And I will give you that it's even easier now, the simple-minded little girl who sees OnlyFans, for her to just get the idea.
This is
I'm
a
going to
couple
do that
of
by
years
myself.
ago.
Like, you don't even
When I
need
started
someone
when
to
I
corrupt
first
you.
when I first started
Yeah.
managing Bryant, bro, he had just graduated high school. He told me about his friend. He showed me his friend. I was like, yo, who's this girl? I just started seeing her on my Instagram feed. He was like, oh, it's a girl I went to high school
Where's
with.
my lighter?
She's graduating. She just turned 18 and she's just started her OnlyFans. And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, yeah, bro, she's like popular cheerleader, great family type shit, right into OnlyFans, making how many millions? She's making millions. Because one, she's 18. She looks like she's 18. And bro, I'm talking about bought this, bought that, paying for, you know what I'm saying? And she came from wealth essentially. And it's just like,
Yeah.
bro,
But
That's
I know
nuts.
that same
That's what I'm
girl
saying.
who's
I've
on a
seen-
pole.
yeah.
I know that same girl who's an escort with that same kind of story. It's just that OnlyFans is the trend now. Yeah. When we
Yeah.
were younger, OnlyFans didn't exist. So stripping was what all the bitches that were bad in high school went and go. Right? It's just changing generationally.
Yeah, that's all it is.
That's all that's happening.
To become
If
virtual.
there's not more girls that are gonna flock to OnlyFans.
I think so.
No,
I think so.
because look at strip clubs. You know, strip clubs are like
No, the
are
reason,
like,
no,
are like,
listen.
are like not as packed as they used to be.
Yeah,
like with
because-
dancers, like
yeah,
bitches are like,
because-
because I'm gonna go to OnlyFans, right?
Yeah, because
So-
because
Or they do both.
there's no listen, there's the it's like connotation and denotation, right? There's the mindset that OnlyFans is socially acceptable as opposed to selling it on the street.
Absolutely not.
Yes, it
The
is.
only people that think that are the people that are doing it with said vaginas. Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
So all that's going to change, sir, this is what I'm saying, right? Is the bitches that were already willing to do it in real life are now going to just go to the internet.
Yeah,
The
but
little-
the
little
ones that didn't have the inclination, right? And didn't know what they wanted. I'm
This is
being
what
for real.
This is what I'm saying. There's no such girl, bro. You do not get into sex work as anyone, I think, especially younger, without something being wrong with you, whether it's a susceptible mind or somebody touched you or you were being
Okay,
Yeah.
you
whatever.
gotta ask your sister about this.
Sometimes it's
right?
just that's
Listen,
what they
hold
wanna
on,
do.
hold on. You gotta ask Andre about this. There's a white guy that does OnlyFans, right? He comes from a 2-parent household. This, that, and the third. Like normal white guy.
You have my letter.
Yeah, a normal white guy. He started an OnlyFans and got popping and paid for his sister's. He puts all of this on the internet, right?
Mhm.
He's like, he's a guy. That's why I'm saying it's not just the girls, bro. Like regular people are just getting into it because it's easy
Yes,
and it's socially like,
that's
but
what
it's still sex work at the end of the day. But there's this connotation around it that it's OnlyFans, so it's not Like it's okay, but it's
It's
still,
because it's
and that's why I'm saying it's still prostitution.
it's because
Absolutely, it's sex work.
it's because more times than not
But
it's behind the paywall.
It's
You know what I'm
not
saying?
going to. It's not going to
It's
be
a
this.
digital paywall. The same
influx.
thing like the girl on the street. The paywall is
Yeah.
$100 for the 30 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's that's why we said
Just
it's
because the paywall is digital don't mean
it changes the
Got a
medium,
point.
but the number that the only thing she was saying is the number of bodies becomes a lot less if they're successful
and
in
the
it.
safety rate, just all of
Yeah,
that
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
When you're doing,
because they the fan encounters, bro. Like this happens.
Yes,
It's the same thing when I was joking, like, yo, bro, what if like niggas now can say, like, yo, how come your mom ain't put no content out in the past 2 months? What's up? And this is at the lunchroom. Imagine if
you're dead right
Imagine
about
if a
that.
nigga at your school pays for an encounter with another nigga's mom just to say that I
That's
fucked your
still
mom.
not to the point of that's still on the average. It's still most likely going to be less bodies than the girl that's on the street. That's really her
Even
main point that she
still-
was saying. That's what she was saying. She's like their
The
logic
number of
is
bodies doesn't meet like the
Their
number of
logic-
bodies doesn't change the fact that you sold pussy for money.
No,
Direct.
fact.
no,
We
it
never-
doesn't. But
none
the
of us
type
is saying
of
that.
bitch that sells pussy for money, yeah, is going to sell that pussy for money through any bomba clot medium she can.
Yeah.
So if OnlyFans disappears tomorrow, if the internet crashes tomorrow and the fucking whole world, that there is going to be a bitch out there
Backpage was
selling
OnlyFans
her
before
pussy for a
OnlyFans.
bite of
Exactly.
chicken. Okay, it's
You don't
what it
remember the
is.
football player that ran off on the quote unquote OnlyFans girl?
Yeah, Snapchat, Twitter.
Yeah, that's all
No,
the same
no,
shit.
guys, I'm saying if society fucking crashed tomorrow,
Oh,
okay,
like financial institutions.
everything's done and we're
Yeah,
in
yeah.
fucking caves.
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
There's bitches that are going to sell their pussy for
Yeah.
shelter and food. So
Yeah.
the fact
And
is,
there's going to be new pimps and old pimps coming
like,
back in the game.
a
That's
bitch
exactly
that's
what's
willing
gonna
to
happen.
sell her pussy for survival is a bitch that's willing to sell her pussy for survival. It doesn't matter how she's selling it, and it's not
Okay,
an
boom.
influx
So then
of
boom.
new girls.
So what about the
It's
girls
same
that are-
girls that would have been in the
What
strip
about the
clubs
girls that
just
aren't
don't
selling
have
it
to.
for survival? That's the issue. What about that? The people that aren't selling it for
That-
survival, that are just selling it.
Are the same ones that would have been just stripping, not for survival. Every stripper in the club isn't putting herself through nursing school.
Yeah,
There are strippers in the club
Yeah,
that came from good homes and have money and have boyfriends that have, and they just actually say, "I like
It's
this. And
easier.
it's easy money. It's fast money."
It's easier.
Exactly. I
The same
bust
way
my
you talk
ass and
about the
deal with
dude.
bullshit, right? To walk away each fucking month with XYZ thousand. A bitch can do that in a night
Yeah.
or two. You feel me? But it's just the fact that what do I have in here? My mama, bomba class, she and my fucking autopsy.
Yeah.
That's what keeps me from fucking. That's it. Because
Yeah,
as a
but
bitch
what
that
I-
love
but
money,
it,
that same thing that
I
keeps me
get
from
that.
moving
I
weight.
get that.
I can't go to jail. I can't
But
be in front of people.
the desensitization of it is what I'm saying. Ashley, it's becoming more. It's getting forced to become more socially acceptable.
I do not think there's any more girls being desensitized into OnlyFans to do it. To do it, that girl was gonna strip if OnlyFans wasn't there. That girl was gonna be on the fucking corner if OnlyFans wasn't there.
She's gonna do that anyway.
That's what I'm like.
I don't think so.
I don't think it's
because
changing.
I know the pandemic.
I don't think it's changing.
I know the
good girls.
pandemic. The pandemic was a perfect example of the girls that tried to do OnlyFans and then didn't get no money and then stopped.
Yeah.
A lot of them didn't start selling pussy. Some of them did probably, but I know a lot of girls just went back to being a fucking telemarketer.
Exactly, because it didn't work for them. Just like some of these girls going in a strip club or going
It
on
doesn't
the corner,
work for
it
them, and
don't-
they
it
take
don't
their
work
ass
for
back to
everybody.
fucking
Yeah.
teleperformance
whether
and
it's the
conversions
mental
and
part
shit.
or not making any money. You know what I'm saying?
That
It might-
happens in both realms. It's
they
just
might
only
make
OnlyFans, if anything, just made it that much quicker,
No,
and like you
remote.
said, took away like that fear and that shame because at least I'm not in the club doing this, right? But you still failed, and there's still 100 guys that saw your fucking pussy, even if you only had 2 followers. You know what I mean? Like
Which is
someone could have screen recorded that, whatever, and your shit's still out there.
no, that's a fact. That's what I'm saying. Like it's always going to be a medium for it. So that's why it's just like
And where a stripper, and I've heard a stripper argue this, right? She rather strip, right?
mhm.
Where it's less likely a nigga's gonna be able to record it. Like at least at the strip club she's at, they're very hard about like not coming in there recording and all this other
That's a
shit, right? Because at the end of the day, only these niggas in this room see my pussy.
Yeah,
Right? Versus
that's
you
the
doing this
smart
on
logic.
OnlyFans, or someone can be recording. I don't care if you delete your page, it's now still all over the place.
Yo,
So
I know a girl
And then
that was stripping her way through University of Miami, right? To get her master's, just to be a bartender at the strip club. Because it was easier than finding a regular job.
She was already locked in. You know what I mean? And that shit happens all the
I
time.
applied to
too.
be the house mother at Cheetahs in Hollywood. Is it Cheetahs in Hollywood?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Just because there is so much fucking money in a strip club. I don't have to fuck anybody or take off my fucking clothes, right? Y'all see how good I'm at a conversation. I will make more money on tips in that motherfucker, right? And the hourly, what they were actually paying was nice. It was like something like 20 something. And this was back in like 2018 type shit. You feel me?
Okay.
Because you're dealing with some X-rated, like you, like literally in the fucking shit, I'll never forget. It's like, you're going to hear and see some wild stuff.
Yeah.
I worked nights. I had my, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you had a week, 2
Bitch,
weekdays
you got
off, and
shit
that
leaking
shit-
out of your pussy.
hell
Go
yeah.
take a shower.
what the fuck?
Mhm.
I would have done that shit, and
Let it
and
get
I
raw,
promise you,
go
I'm
take a
not taking
shower.
off anything just to be in the place. Bartenders will go to a strip club and work at a strip club, never strip, wear some skimpy ass shit, and make 3 times the money.
Oh yeah,
Why?
yeah.
That's not really a Florida thing. In New York, yeah. There
Right,
in
nah.
New York, in certain places where like you can't touch the girls, bartenders make way more money.
Not it all depends too, depending on
That's
the
the
shift.
culture. I'm talking about culturally.
Oh, culturally,
Like
yeah.
in New York, the culture is the strippers are there, but the bartender. That's why they have the startender term comes from New York.
Oh, that's
Because the girls, the bartenders were the ones with the 250,000 million followers and that are making all the tips. To where strippers were upset that the bartenders were making more money than the strippers.
No, I remember that. As
The culture in Florida though is full nudity. You could touch the girls. They can do whatever you want. Like that's not a culture. Strippers
culture
make way
that-
more money than bartenders in Florida.
on an average, yeah.
Okay.
But there is a couple
All right.
bartenders
So
out
what
here
I
that
was going
definitely.
what I was going by, I guess, was the other side of the culture for what I know for bartenders that work in strip
No,
clubs.
yeah, they make money. Don't get it
It-
twisted. They make
And
crazy
not even
money.
just that, the understanding of a stripper might let you know, like this one, get this one fucked up. You see what I mean? You get this one fucked up, and he has more money flowing to me. I'm gonna make sure you eat.
No, that's a fact.
You see what I mean? Like even that's what I mean. Like you know what I mean? Like you don't have to go in a strip club and take off your fucking clothes, and there's
Listen,
money to be made. As
When
a
I'm at
female just
a
being
strip
there.
club, when
That's
I'm at a
fact.
strip club,
The other way that I've made money
I'm
at a
with the
strip club,
bartenders.
not even the other way I've made money at a strip club is a dancer who she was a little petite little thing. I was basically her security because she would go in the fucking locker room after her sets and shit and get fucking robbed. Them strippers are vicious.
Mm.
And back then I was like 250 still, so I was huge. Wasn't nobody to like, and I could go in there. Guys can't go in there. I can.
Mm.
You know, there's money to be fucking made at a strip club. Like, you know, like, and I said, like this, I'm sure there's money in all kind of sex work without actually having sex.
Not fast.
I always said I would be a madam. I would run a whorehouse. I just don't have the heart to do it, baby. I don't have the heart to do it.
Strip club DJs make so much money.
Yeah, shit.
I want to
did-
open a bunny ranch, but like the opposite, not
I
with
did
all the
Paul
white
Pippin
girls.
before. It definitely paid some bills, but I ain't have the heart to keep it up though. I ain't gonna lie. That's just a strip club to strip club.
Listen,
strip
right
club.
before the
Ooh.
right before the pandemic, man, I said like, yo, why don't we, or during the pandemic, it's like, yo, why don't we manage OnlyFans girls? It would be so much money. It's so
What is
easy.
there to manage?
There's a lot. There's a lot to do.
I'm asking and genuine.
It's what it is to manage any type of person.
Well, it's
that
really
creates
just
anything.
creating the content and making sure it gets out there. the right
Making
way.
sure they're on schedule. That's it. It's pretty much being a fucking babysitter
Babysitter?
of people
Nah, it'd be mostly
for a check.
yeah. But beginning of
Get
It's
up
not like
on
she has
time.
events. Okay.
They get up on time. You got to get your shit done, your hair and makeup. Like I wanted to do like full management. Like no, bitch, you're going to the gym. Like you got a personal trainer. Like no. If you're gonna make money off your body, you're gonna maximize this shit.
I was gonna theme months out.
Like no, real talk. Like
have
dude,
a theme month.
all types of shit. Like get them a personal trainer. Like get them to a point where they can get surgery if they need to get surgery. But
yo, brother,
no,
That's
like
essentially what pimping is.
that's
right?
what it is.
Essentially
I'm
what
gonna take a
pimping is.
percentage. I'm gonna get you right, girl.
That's what managers do.
That's what
Managers
pimping
take a percentage to get you better, to make you
Like-
better.
Life coach.
is. At my whorehouse,
Life coach.
you will be on a 4-year schedule. In those 4 years, you have to accomplish something and get the fuck up out of here through one of our many contacts.
No, I'm being for real. Like
Mhm.
there has to be a point where it's like, yeah, like me and Andrea were on our way to the grocery store one day, and this girl was talking on the radio how she was a stripper, but she was making a bunch of money on like Patreon, teaching strippers how to make money. And she was like, yo, the first thing is like, yo, if you're gonna make money off your body, get in fucking shape. Like the more in shape you are, the more money you're gonna make.
Oh, facts.
Unless you're gonna get fat to be a fetish type. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like BBW, but like if you're going to be a regular stripper, even if you're thick, get in fucking shape. Like if you're gonna make money off of this shit, get your tits done. Like, nah, do it properly. Because you only have a certain amount of time to maximize your money if you're selling your
You
body.
don't want to be no old bitch on the
Nah,
pole.
facts.
Right?
Facts.
So it's like I was on the same mindset. It's like, yo, if you're gonna do this, do it right.
Not allowed to be on the same mindset. I was just about to say the reason she's allowed to say what she's doing and make the kind of money she's making on Patreon is at the end of the day, she popped that pussy for a real nigga. She did that shit.
Yeah.
That's why she can have a TED talk about it and make money. You as a manager of an OnlyFans, nope. Are you slinging your dick on camera? Do you know the best angle? Nope. That's what it comes down
But
to.
I know the best angles for cameras though.
Nope.
Well, now pimp.
And I can pay a cameraman to know those best angles, and he don't take 10% of all my shit.
No, but shit, pimp documentaries, pimp all that shit. That shit was selling. So niggas was watching that. I watched American Pimp faithfully and
Me
ran
too.
that goddamn
Tell
play.
you, bro,
like, and that shit worked.
For you to maximize your shit, a lot of people need, like they say
Very
they don't want anybody over them paws, but like most people, I would say like 85 to 90% of people.
Wrong button.
I don't know what happened.
I said pause.
I was
But
trying to hit the pause button.
most people need somebody to tell them what to do. Like real talk. For like a lot of people swear that they're this, that, and the third, but a lot of them can't tie their own shoes. Walk and chew gum at the same. A lot of people can't walk and chew gum at the same time, tie their own shoes without somebody to tell them, like, no, like this is what you do. So like
I see it every day.
most people don't like that either. I don't know if it's that they realize that they can't.
They're
they
fucking
wouldn't.
sheep.
They
They realize
can't
they're
reach.
sheep.
They can't reach the same results without, but yeah, most people need someone to tell them what to do. Like that's just reality.
That's crazy. Because I literally wish there was somebody to tell me what to do. Like I always have to figure it out. Like, and I fuck up a lot. I fuck up a lot of shit because I gotta figure it the fuck out.
It's called God.
Nah, I don't. I
Get
mean, like on
yourself-
some like real logistic shit at the time.
I'm joking.
Like this morning, I was trying to.
I'm not, but
I was trying to open up the walking pad,
Mhm.
and on most like big, it's like the treadmill part of the treadmill, just like the walking part, right? Okay, so on most big deliveries, most big boxes, there's like a this side up, or
Mhm.
nothing on the motherfucking box, nothing like that, no indicator, no arrows, no like nothing. So I'm like, it's been brought in, so God knows what way was, up. All right.
It's stuck.
Just gonna open the box. You feel me?
Now you gotta flip it back over after
Who
you.
was gonna flip it back over? Because of course I opened it up upside down. Who was gonna flip it? You think I fucking lift all these fucking weights to not be able to pick up this? All right, it's gonna get out that box. But again, to me, and then my fucking father today, he's looking at the box and he's looking at the thing. Actually, open the box upside down. how the fuck can you tell that just from how it like Kako? He's like, because it go in like that, and you have it like however I had it, it just like was very clear. I opened it the wrong. Why the fuck did you send me to college, my nigga? You should have just raised me however the fuck they raised you, because you have done way better. Like struggling 2 degrees.
So, you got it the wrong way.
Yeah, like
My dad just kept learning.
I fucking tapped out. Sorry, but like, and it happens all the time. Like actual logical shit. I will overthink or have my solution, and this nigga who will always, man, if I go to big people school, I'm not smart, will have a better one. And it's just like, okay, I didn't need you to tell me to do that. Like, granted, yours is better, but I don't need you to tell me to do that. Right? Like, I have my own, but I don't need that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have survived without it. It got accomplished. Yours was just better. Versus people that can't even get that far. Those are the ones that are just like, you. Not to say anybody deserves to be pimped, but at the same time, they can't up into all our way.
You remember the other guys? Will Ferrell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
They don't take no.
He didn't realize he was a pimp.
They don't take no shit.
Oh man, but on the topic list, I'm just gonna go randomly.
I'm so sorry. Before we get to the topic list, you guys have
What's
to do
up?
the review of fucking Blink Twice,
it's
please,
Blink
guys.
Twice.
Please.
Blink Twice is a great movie, guys. If anybody hasn't seen it yet, it's the one with Channing
Tatum.
Tatum,
Rex.
Simon Rex is in it. If anybody remotely remembers who Simon Rex is, Christian Slater's in it.
Directed by Zoe Kravitz.
Directed by Zoe Kravitz.
I don't know what the black girl's name is.
I don't know what her name is
dope.
either. She's a lot of, I don't want to say no name actors,
Yeah, but no
new actors are in it. It's
And I feel like that white bitch was a child actor.
The friend.
I feel like she was a child actor.
Yeah, she wasn't new.
I don't remember her from anything, and I normally
She's been in
remember.
shit.
I normally
She's been
remember
in shit
Freckles.
before. She's been in shit before.
I normally remember Freckles.
No, but
I feel like I've seen her for like a good part of her life too. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I see her as a little kid,
before,
a teenager, even. You know what I'm saying? Like she's been in a couple things. I just don't know her name to look it up. But that movie was fucking dope, unsettling.
Definitely easily top 5 movie of this year.
Yeah,
facts.
it's really pretty good. It's really pretty good. It was a movie that I was able to sit through and not completely get it. Like within the first 10 minutes, like, okay, I usually have this problem with movies where it's like, all right, I can
ruin it.
I can
You
tell
ruin
you
it.
what's gonna happen, how it's gonna happen. I can tell you when a character is gonna come and say something. Like usually, like I don't even know the movie from Adam, and I can like, even when it comes to script details, I can be like, I bet you she says some shit like this.
That's the movie she's been in.
No, I guess, and it gets like that. Definitely gets like that. The thing I like about the movie, though, was surprising.
Very surprising.
Definitely surprising. Good cast. Cast was great.
The A24, man. Shout out to A24, man. They doing their motherfucking thing, man.
Whip It, the fucking skater movie. I know her from there. I knew it. She sings a song. Okay, never mind.
You ever seen Green Room?
Mm-mm.
She's been in quite a bit of shit. That freckle face girl.
Arrested Development.
I'm sorry, Clark. Go ahead,
She was
because
in
I
Arrested
know
Development.
the whole movie.
Okay.
Clark kept saying one goddamn thing.
Christian Slater.
No, well, okay, too, because you said that a couple times, but you kept saying like how it was like this is the Diddy movie or whatever.
Oh, yeah,
like the
yeah,
Diddy,
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. It was
Yeah, it's
the worst
crazy.
time. It's definitely the worst time for Diddy to have this in this movie to come out. For
I
sure.
know they did it off of Epstein because it's
the island.
yeah, it's a billionaire with an island, and they're doing some crazy shit on the island. But it's a horrible movie to come out during this Diddy shit. Like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
It's definitely a good enough movie for you to remember.
Especially like
man.
that all
Dog.
white shit. The bitches are in all white.
Yeah.
Ethan Hawke's son is the pretty boy.
Hey, yo.
Is the
What?
blonde?
Yeah, listen, that's
That's Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman's son.
yeah.
And he got hawked down.
Look at that shit.
Pause.
That's crazy.
That fucking jawline, of course, that's fucking Uma's son.
That's nuts. But he didn't do anything homo in the movie, so it's all good.
Yeah. I was just
But the movie's crazy. It's like it's really crazy. It's sick. Channing Tatum acted his ass off.
Did that shit
But
so
listen,
well.
all I can say is what I said about the movie. What I said about the movie, right? If there's a billionaire that has a shaved head and a beard, he's the bad guy.
He doesn't even need to have a shaved head and a beard. If there's a billionaire, he's the bad guy. Like I said, that movie would have been over right at the end of the scene after the gala when they're sitting on the stairs and she's like, "No, I didn't get his number," and that motherfucker reappeared. Y'all want to come? No. You can text me though when you come back to the mainland. But no,
Hey, bitch,
because I don't know you.
Bitches don't. This should tell you don't get on a jet with anybody you don't know.
And the fact that they found out, like, okay, spoiler, gonna ruin the movie. I'm allowed to do. Make sure you put a spoiler on the description or something. But the fact that they find out that all of them didn't know them from shit.
Yeah.
When I was like, oh, you dumbass bitch! As a collective, you make us look bad as a unit. My God, all of you got on planes with strangers.
It's like that fly
I
me
am
out.
surprised
It's
they
the
didn't.
fly me out app.
I know the way it was set up that they were kind of like, I guess, hey, you want to come over? It was like, hey, yo, y'all know each other. Like as y'all walk into the shit, it could have just been
They
like,
kept them fucked up because they were fucked up and laughing at the dinner.
And the Spanish.
They
chick.
got on the plane that they were like passed out.
yeah, that's
See?
true. That is true because I would have definitely been like, I'll think about it. But as we
'Cause
walk in,
even y'all were watching the movie and blowing me at the whole time. Sorry, pause. That y'all kept being like his wife. I was like, where una say wife? Where una hear nobody say anybody? They do not belong to them. And it's so amazing how quickly as men y'all were like, doot doot, doot doot. And I'm like, you won't hear this bitch keep telling this boy, don't call me babe. Y'all don't realize that she don't like him. She trying to fuck Shannon, but she
I
belongs
saw
to the
that.
other one.
I
But
saw that.
But that one's white. That one's. I was like, I'm looking at y'all. I'm like, where the fuck? I don't see a ring on none of these hoes. What do they see? But it's just the men's perspective. Like you pair people the fuck off. You belong to that one. You belong to that one. Like. Whereas me as a woman, I see that as, yeah, we might all be numbered off, but I don't belong to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You know what I just realized? The fucking security guard was a Spider-Man.
oh,
was he
man.
the store owner?
No,
He was that pizza shop owner or
He
whatever.
was the nigga in the green, the Sandman.
Oh, he was Sandman.
Oh,
okay,
wow.
okay.
Remember that? Remember that
I
one?
did.
Yeah.
The older Sandman. Yeah.
But yeah, that movie
With
was
with
dope.
Toby.
Mhm.
Definitely good. I definitely enjoyed watching you guys watch it.
It was a
Like-
good movie.
No, that's why I said A24. They make good movies, man. I don't know the camera angles, the way that it
Center
was
shot.
shot, like
That's what you kept saying,
everything
too.
was dope as fuck. That's why I said the same movie X that got Kid Cudi on it. That shit just like that though. Just
It's a very good movie.
Yeah.
And I definitely want to see whatever else is coming out up under that production thus far because
Now we gotta watch Speak No Evil next. That's what it was.
Speak no evil.
yeah, the McAvoy movie.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask y'all, what do y'all think about this year's movies, anyways, in general? Like that's been
I'm gonna
coming
keep
out.
it a bean. That's Blink Twice is the only movie that I wanted to see.
No, you didn't watch Doing the second one.
Andre still ain't want to watch it. I don't know why.
I haven't
I've seen a lot.
I
I've
haven't
seen
seen
quite
the
a few
first
movies
one.
this year, actually.
We were
Well, like-
supposed to watch Dune.
I saw the Deadpool movie.
Oh, that was
That
good.
was a fucking
I did
amazing.
want to see Deadpool.
Amazing. The fact that you still haven't seen it, and I'm sure it's out on some kind of streaming, is ridiculous.
I don't think it's on
Nah,
Disney
I
Plus
think-
yet.
yeah.
But when it
Maybe
comes
you
on
could buy
Disney
it,
Plus,
but
I'll wear
yeah.
it. I'll watch it.
But that was amazing. What else have I seen? I don't know. I saw something else in 4DX. But obviously it wasn't that noteworthy because I cannot remember it.
Yeah.
But I feel like
Even that
I'm gonna go see Joker in a couple of days.
I haven't seen the first one.
I haven't seen the first one.
The
Was it
second
good?
one- the first one was
White
decent.
Panther.
It was decent. I would say it was decent. It was more acting. It was more acting like than killing and all the other shit.
It was his origin story.
Yeah. He really killed to the end.
Yeah, it was really just like if you ever wondered what you know, made the Joker, or what pushed the Joker over the edge or whatever.
But this
Kind
one
of.
have
This one has Gaga in it as Harley
Yeah.
fucking Quinn, and I cannot wait because yes, I'm one of those fucking traumatized bitches that just love
I ain't
that
gonna
fucking
lie.
relationship.
Even though Lady Gaga's weird, she could act.
I feel like this is the fucking perfect.
I mean, y'all know
fucking-
the Lady Gaga conspiracy.
What? That she's a man?
No,
Oh,
she had a roommate that was pretty much
Oh, and she
Lady
yeah,
Gaga, and then
And she-
her roommate died mysteriously,
and she
then
just
Lady
took over the whole persona.
just took over her whole persona.
I've heard it. I don't look into it because I don't want to
I
know.
don't think
And
so.
I'm not a
Only
Gaga
because
fan,
like
so I'm
both
not
of them could
invested.
sing. Like,
Yeah, they both could sing.
like
She
both
was
of them
she was
was-
an artist. She was
both
an
of them
artist.
were in like a singing school, some type of art school or something. Or
They were roommates, I think.
That's crazy.
like, what are the chances that both of them would sing?
They both
And-
could sing.
And
She
nobody.
was an
and-
artist.
how come
She
no-
was already an artist shooting
How come-
videos
How
and
come ain't nobody?
And it's not like in the years where pictures aren't out and you can't have a picture of a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, this is her friend right here. Look at them together over here in this picture.
yeah,
you
they
know
have
what I'm
them.
saying? Okay.
Yeah, she's not no name like and then she died, right? Like did
Oh, she took on the persona like, hey, I'm just gonna take her name and make it what
the
she
whole
wanted to
like
be.
the whole concept of like how
Who
Lady
the
Gaga,
Gaga
was
acts.
weird and fuck, like
Mhm.
all like that was the other girl.
Well, she probably might have did it in like an O2 type of thing.
No.
It's a possibility. Like, because of obviously the friend didn't get picked up before she died. So
I was just about to
you know
say,
what I'm
no offense, like
saying? You know, so at
it
the end
didn't
of
work
the
for
day,
you, Shawty. It's not like you can use it. So, hallelujah, holla back.
So you know that's why Lady Gaga is such a good actor.
I feel like if I was Gaga,
she's been
if that
acting.
was the
She's
case,
been acting her whole career.
But wait, so did we think Lady Gaga? Okay, so even if the friend, right, that was originally had that persona, you think she acted like that every fucking day or was like that every day? That was an act.
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying? Like she wasn't living like Gaga. And at the end of the day, all the outrageous shit she's done afterwards couldn't have been the girl's idea unless this girl had like a very extensive like diary or plan or something, you know, like meat suit somewhere, you know, randomly. You know what I mean? Like at some point, that's really her voice. This is really
No, I'm not
shit
saying no.
no,
Lady
no,
Gaga
I'm not
can
saying you're
sing.
saying that. I'm just saying like at some point the gimmick could only have gotten her so far anyway. So appreciate you, mama. It's not like I would be more upset if the girl was still alive and like she stole it from her. But yeah, well, you know, it was a good idea. You just happened to die. Now, if we find out she has something to do with the death, then that's different.
That's the conspiracy.
I'm just gonna put that out there.
Dun.
well, body use just to take your shit and nobody knows you.
It's a conspiracy too. They might throw out the YSL.
She could have
YSL
just
case.
took her shit and just kept her alive. Even Biggie took rhymes the way history is unfolding.
So, really quick, switching back to or saying that Blink Twice was an Epstein thing. One of the topics or one of the questions
Yeah,
is Diddy worse than Epstein?
might be. It might be.
I would need to know more about the minor situation for Diddy.
The minor boys.
Like, I would
Minor
just need
girls,
to
too.
know. Just minors in general. I don't give a damn what gender they
And
are.
like, don't
I
get
just
it
need to
twisted.
know a
Don't
little
get it
bit more
twisted.
because I feel like
It
Epstein
seems-
was almost exclusively minors, like exclusively.
I know it was.
Versus if Diddy just had some sprinkled in there. I'm not saying it's right because there were still drugs involved, but still. A whole bunch of babies
There's
versus
cross contamination between the cases. That's for sure.
I would think so.
Just
I would
because-
think there's like
Just because I
birds of
put
a
it in.
feather.
I sent it in a post a while ago. This is a few months ago. It was
Okay.
like one of the girls that sued for the Epstein thing and like the one that won money. And she showed a picture of her when she was 14 and she was like, hey, this is me at 14 with Diddy at a party.
Mm-mm-mm.
So at least I feel that there's some cross contamination.
Remember that?
That's
Possibly,
so sad.
possibly.
That young girl, he's supposedly adopted. I don't know if it was for sure. That
Yeah, I don't know whatever happened with her.
Possibly.
He adopted like a young white girl, and supposedly, but then I don't know if it ever really was an adoption, but
I don't want to hear. Mm-mm.
yeah, it seems worse. Like because it seems bad because
I mean, it
now
could
there's
be-
like 100 girls. There's over 100 people.
There's a new. There's
What, like minors and Diddy?
No, there's over 100 people that have cases against Diddy now.
Well, yeah, I would just say with the overall average of Epstein and he just has a global thing going.
Like, he had royalty involved in it.
Yeah.
So does Diddy.
Yeah, we don't know.
Does he?
Yeah.
Okay. The computer says low battery, if anybody cares.
Could I have plugged up? Could I?
Right, huh?
That's what I'm saying, man. Who knows how? But we don't know how.
That's what
we don't know
that's
how,
what I'll leave
we don't
my
know
shit
the
as.
extent.
I don't know enough
You know
about
what
the
I'm
Diddy,
saying?
whereas
'Cause
with Epstein, I was reading like actual court, like I was very invested in that because I was right up the street.
No, but this is bad.
You know what
though.
I mean? Like,
this guy.
and around, like, not saying I would have been of that age, but not too far either. Like it was like,
I think this got execs. I think Andrew, the mayor, got something to do with it too. The mayor in New York, I think he got something to do with it.
I don't put
yeah,
it past
I mean-
none of these goddamn politicians. None of
No,
them.
all right. So the way it looks, at least for me, it looks like Diddy had like some type of hold in New York. You know what I'm saying? And,
Yeah.
and a couple, and obviously in LA, he had some influence there. Obviously, in just the US, right? And just generally, right? But I think with Epstein, just the strings he was able to pull, and all the evidence he had with everybody else that was presidential candidates, like multiple on both sides. It's not just hey, did he with Obama or whatever like that and vote or die. It ain't none of that shit. It's just literally consistently every campaign, all of that, as far as back as what the Clintons, right?
Yeah.
So it goes from Clintons, you got Bush administrations, you got all these different administrations that he sided with Trump. That to me is still gotta be way more influential. And he had his own island. You know what I'm saying? Like it's still
I
to
feel like-
me.
Did bring Young Miami to the island, so we don't
Well,
know.
that's young Miami. It's
No,
not,
that's what I'm saying. We don't know whatever.
that's young Miami by comparison.
All I'm
of,
saying
like,
is we don't.
You don't know what
else-
happened on
we
the
talk-
island. You don't know who was on the
Exactly.
island.
Yeah,
There could have
exactly.
been bigger 8-year-olds on the island.
No, I
You
get.
don't know.
No, we don't know what happened. I'm just saying by comparison of the names, Young Miami by
That's all we
comparison
heard.
here,
That's-
the Clintons.
I'm
You
saying,
know
but
what I'm
that's all we
saying?
heard.
And
I
shit
just
like
feel
that.
like I said, I feel like the Diddy shit isn't aired out enough. I'm gonna be honest because like he's Diddy. Like everybody at one point, you know what I'm saying? Like was like on that vibe. You know, like there was a time he was all over the place. Like he had the show, he had music. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
we don't know.
No, there's
that.
definitely comparisons. I just don't think it is Diddy's on the same
The
level.
only way it's gonna be the same level for me is the minor situation.
Yeah, he has
that's
to-
what
The
is
numbers
gonna-
would have to like you would have to get to those type of numbers. It would have to be intentional, like all that shit.
Because like if I had to even rank it out, I feel like Epstein's for me the worst just because of how many kids. Then it's R. Kelly because he has a mixture of kids and then the like whole like supposed like torture house type shit he had going on.
Yeah, like
This nigga got video. He got videotapes. Like he got
like
cameras,
now
13 cameras. in
to
the
me-
room.
But I just if it's parties that's one night, you know what I mean? Out of R. Kelly making people live at his house. I'm just saying. That's why I need to know more about
with
Diddy's
Diddy,
shit.
yeah, with
because-
Diddy it's still a he has like 2 houses in Star Island side by side, right? And then a house in Cali or whatever like that.
House
So-
in New York.
Yeah, but there
the
are
house
people
in-
trapped in said house or saying that they were held prisoner in said houses. That's my thing. Because that's
Yeah,
what
there's.
I'm asked. This is a question.
Yeah, he has kidnapping and charges like that.
Oh, it's probably from the hotel thing more than anything, dragging somebody. As soon as
No,
you
but
move
he's talking
somebody-
about like new charge, like
no,
from-
no. As soon as you move somebody, it could.
Not
know,
not
like-
even if you have somebody like in
can't
a
leave.
room, not even just that you can't leave in a room with like no windows, like
Mhm.
and you just and you quote and you like close that door and like yeah, that's enough. That's kidnapping. So I guess.
remember Zeke.
So that's the
You
only thing
remember
about kidnapping.
Remember
Yeah.
Ezekiel Elliott? He got the girl tried to say he kidnapped her because he went to sleep and said, "Hey, you don't leave." So she felt scared.
Yeah, I did remember that one. And it's like it was literally.
He
I
ain't
think,
lock shit. There wasn't a gun out.
I think they did that with OJ, his second thing that happened in Vegas when he was trying to like get his stuff
Get
back.
his shit back.
Like the technical rule, it was kidnapping because he was telling the dudes they couldn't leave and move the dudes from one room to another. Like once you move them past a certain amount of inches or feet, it's like against their will. And you don't even have to physically touch them. You can literally direct them to do that, and it's considered the same thing.
Shit, that's how they got Project Pat.
You know what I mean?
Ow.
So
And the same thing. He was in a room with somebody. They was doing a robbery, and they tied somebody up. And he,
Completely
Oh
different.
Yeah,
No,
that's
no, he
different.
moved. He moved them from one room to the next. So you can't. Yeah. He moved. He was tied up in one room, and then if he didn't touch him, if he just tied him up and left him, he would have been straight. But because he moved him from one room to the next room, it's
Kidnapping.
kidnapping
Yeah.
charge, yeah. It ups the ante, basically. You know what I'm saying?
You ever sat back and thought, how does the word kidnapping, how does that equate to kidnapping?
I
Like,
got
why do we
kidnapping.
say that? Why does the word kidnapping mean this?
because I guess yeah, that's a good question.
I think it
Kidnap.
just means I thought it was the first thing that was ever taken was a kid.
Yeah,
Yeah, but a
Kid,
kid
sleeping.
nap.
Kid taking a nap.
Does nap mean something different?
No, I think it could
Like, do
take.
you get what I'm saying? Like,
You
how
stole a kid when he was taking a nap. Maybe that was like.
did you ever wonder, like, just words in general? Like, how does this?
that makes sense, right?
Yeah,
Like,
that's
how does
a-
this mean?
That's the only thing I could think of. Like,
Like, how did we come to water? You know what I mean? You never thought about stuff like that.
well, it's usually whoever the first people were talking. Basically,
I'm not
and
even
communicating.
like how they're talking, but like, how did it?
Why is it called water? I mean,
You never thought never like, why is this wood? You get what I'm saying? Or like,
The verb kidnap originally meant to steal or carry off children or others in
See?
order to provide servants or laborers for American plantations.
oh, so black kids to take black kids.
Is the napped because they're nappy?
That's wild.
Take the naps, kidnap them.
that's crazy.
Yeah, there's always some type of like reference. Usually, the word is some type of reference to what it was. That's why I was like,
Nigga
yeah.
shit.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
But it was.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Like,
I don't recall.
Sorry. Here we go. So more on this, right? Why nap? So here's why nap, right?
mhm.
So it's one of those situations where the word got like, fucked up as it went through like the years, because I guess it originated in the 1600s, right?
Okay.
It was originally kidnap. Nabbing
Oh,
is like
kidnapping.
to steal, to see. It was
Okay.
kidnapping.
Mm.
And then through, variation in time of people talking, it turned into kidnapping. But it was originally kidnapping. I love that. The
That
more
makes
you know.
more sense.
Yeah, it does make way more sense. Like, kidnapping.
That makes a lot more fucking sense.
How did it evolve into something like that doesn't make sense? It's funny.
It's because
Right? How it started as something super
Yeah.
logical. Kidnap,
And then
to nab a kid.
collective
And now-
stupidity.
Kidnapping. It's like, bitch, he sleep?
It was like that's what I thought. I was like, was he asleep? It was like trying to steal kids when they're sleeping, and you know what I mean? Like maybe it's easier. I don't know.
And then I always thought it was like, it had to be a kid. I thought adults got abducted and kids got kidnapped.
That would make sense, but they literally put kidnapping charges, even if you do.
Yeah, I thought it would be an
That's
abduction
dope.
charge. Like,
I think it's just the way it sounds, probably too.
So what's an abduction?
I guess the same thing, right?
I guess.
He was abducted. Oh yeah, what's the difference between that? Like,
I'm Googling.
I really don't know the difference between.
All I know is
abducting-
up and it's stuck for Diddy. It's
No, it's definitely bad. It's
It's
definitely bad. He's gonna have to
it's-
serve some type of years. Even-
Jesus Christ.
And even let's say all the sex charges like somehow get dropped, right? Let's just say that happens. He still has all the illegal guns that he has to deal with too. So he's got to sit for something.
No, them sex charges ain't getting dropped.
No, I'm saying let's just
Does
say
he make it to trial?
if he does trial. I mean, it's a 95%
Does he make it to trial?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's gonna make it a trial. This whole thing is
He gonna kill
is-
himself.
I mean, Epstein didn't kill himself either, but you know.
nah, he'll make it a trial. That's no doubt about it. They're gonna make sure he's sitting there in trial with all the drawings,
If they gotta
and
put that nigga in jail
statements, all that
right
stuff.
now for a year, they gonna do that shit.
And he said he's gonna testify. So
That's why I don't think he's gonna make it to trial.
I think he'll make it a trial.
That nigga telling everybody.
Like
Everybody.
with Diddy,
You tell him.
I don't know. It is weird to have a RICO case and you're the head guy, and you're the head guy. You're the only one in. Like that is the weirdest part about all this. I will say that. Like, there's
That nigga snitching, man.
he's gonna have to snitch on a whole nother case. Like that's the only thing he's gonna be able to.
Yeah, he's gonna have to give them something.
Yeah, it's
He's
gonna
gonna have to
be
get us
unrelated to whatever this case is. That's all I know what it's gonna be. It's not gonna be anything with his case. So he's basically, and that's gonna have to be that's him doing a plea deal and not going to trial. But I did see something
I
that
know.
the feds win about, I want to say they said it was like 64% of the trials that they have.
The feds?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah, it's 95% rate of them making you actually take a plea. Then it goes down to 64% of them
When they
winning
go to
actual
trial?
trials. That's the thing. It's just because most of the time, nigga, you're gonna get life. So most niggas is like,
most niggas take it, please.
yeah, niggas gonna fold. It's like they go hard on whatever. So it's like, damn. And you have to.
So
do
you telling
8
me Diddy has a 36% chance to win?
Yeah,
That's not good.
exactly. That's either way. It's a lower percentage. It's not 50-50. You know what I'm
If
saying?
this was baseball, it'd be great.
Yeah, but it's not
Nah, he ain't
50-50.
gonna-
I'm just, and even if you were to win, like I said, they got the drums in the house. They got a bunch of.
Feds ain't coming for you though. Like you said, Feds ain't coming for you if they know it's not a
If they don't got you.
No, for sure. But I mean, there's people that have gotten off.
He definitely has the money to fight it, but
Yeah, hey, shit. Boozy won a murder case. It happens, and it was a federal charge. It wasn't state. So it happens is not likely. You know what I'm saying? There's 64% chance.
He won a case after serving some time though. It's not like he didn't serve. It's not like he was out. He was free and he won it. Nigga was in jail.
he was in jail for a while too.
Exactly.
No,
That's
most
what I'm
people,
saying.
most people are the same way. Diddy's gonna have to do. He's gonna have to fight it from in the cell. This is exactly what's going on right now. You have to fight this from in the cell. I don't think he's gonna win this at all. I'm just saying
When they serve him that jail spaghetti, he
he was already on fish and spaghetti. What do you mean?
oh man.
Okay, so the difference between abduction and kidnapping. All right, so kidnapping often includes some kind of like a ransom, all right, and or wanting some kind of like payment or service or something from the person that's being held, right?
Mhm.
So abduction includes like when a parent is like taking a kid from another parent with no intention of like giving them back. When someone like snatches a bitch off the street to like rape her with no intention of bringing her back, or rape her. Sorry. Ooh, and this was the interesting one. If you have a fucking housekeeper that is illegal, right? And you're you're paying them like really badly or not paying them overtime or whatever, and you threaten to like deport them if they report the like wage deficiency or whatever, that is a form of abduction. And if you're
Good for them.
and if you're in a relationship and the person like takes your keys or takes your wallet to like keep you from leaving like the home or the shared space, whatever you're in, that is also abduction. Isn't that fun?
Yeah, I
Anyway,
mean,
you know.
the laws are crazy.
Wait, so you're saying that if a married couple is in a house,
Yeah,
Mhm.
and you take your
The
girl the keys and be
bitches,
like, you ain't
yeah,
leaving.
I've seen a couple homegirls do that shit. Take the keys, you ain't going nowhere type shit. I'm like, you can just call his homeboy. What you gonna do? Keep him from going out the house? Uber, bitch. Like, you have to physically keep him, not his shit.
Now, what if they're drunk though? Is that
Nah,
Okay, I
that
don't
still
matter.
doesn't it doesn't change the fact that a dude grapes or beats a bitch up.
No,
when
no,
he's
I'm talking
drunk.
about Greg. I'm talking about taking the keys.
The same, but I'm saying they're all crimes. So if we're not going to say it's okay to grape when you're drunk or it's reasonable, we can't understand you taking a bitch's key. Yeah, like
No, I'm just saying taking the keys if that person's drunk and they don't want to drive.
oh, if the person is drunk, no, that's different.
Yeah. Like how
No, that's
is
saving
that?
your life. You could actually be liable if you let them leave.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
like,
that's different. That's different. That's
yeah,
different.
because there has
No,
to be some
sorry.
type of gray area on that.
I
one.
thought you meant if the wife was drunk
Yeah.
and took your keys, like
No,
you're not
no.
leaving.
No. Wife is drunk and you take
Yeah,
her
no, that's
keys. She's
different.
like, yeah, I'm about to go home with my whole girl.
Nah,
And it was
because
like,
if she calls the police her damn self, right? And it's like he won't give me my keys, you're gonna be like, ma'am.
you're drunk. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's got to be some type
Yeah.
of sensible gray area where,
Yeah,
like,
that's a
hey,
sensible gray area, but that's not.
even
that
though it
wasn't
might
what they
not
were
be
saying.
written, I would just think that
Yeah, of
would
course.
be like, hey,
yeah, that's
man.
completely different. Like reasonable, like like I said, if you call the police, if she calls the police, like he's abducting me because he won't let me have my keys, and they show up and they're like, "Ma'am, you are blowing
It's because you're
like
drunk.
8. The fuck, bitch.
Exactly.
You know,
So,
like sit your ass down. He loves you. I don't see why. You
let's
seem
get-
horrible.
Let's get through the stuff we just need to say. Hall of Famer
Jeez.
Matumbo. No, like just we're not gonna really talk about
Meow.
Matumbo, but Hall of Famer Matumbo passed away. Rest in peace to Matumbo.
That's crazy.
I get the ball. I give the ball to Alan. He scores. We win the
oh,
game.
yeah, always
Rest
the
in
fool.
peace, Matumbo.
Always wave the finger
Yeah,
wag.
no. Mhm.
The finger wag.
Something else that really doesn't
Was it-
affect
I
us.
don't know if he
affect
was the
us.
first African player in the NBA though.
No,
No.
Manute Bol and all them came before him.
I'm dying.
Mayor Eric Adams indicted on federal fraud charges. I think reportedly stole $10 million of public funding. He the nigga that gave the keys to the city to Diddy. So
Well, look at the
City
connections. Everybody
Diddy.
are crumble, you know. Everybody.
everybody on his staff pretty much got arrested and charged with something. Like all the first police chief got taken out by the feds. The new one that just got sworn in then gets raided by the feds on more fucked up charges. So yeah, there's that.
He was on Diddy's staff and his staff got stabbed.
This one's gonna kind of
Meow.
oh,
Damn.
Justin Johnson. This one does one of the young Dolph murder suspects. He gets life. That's expected. Okay. The port workers going on strike. This is pretty serious.
No, that's crazy.
Fruits and vegetables are
Miami
gonna go
port?
up.
Or
No.
all ports.
The port,
Longshoremen, like the union of longshoremen.
Oh, okay.
So that's all the ports.
That's what I mean. Like all the ports. So,
So-
like everybody has to follow suit.
anybody that's ordering anything.
If it continues, yeah, just mind you, if it continues, all your Temu orders aren't getting picked up. All your Shein orders ain't getting picked up. All your I don't know if Fashion Nova and all of these companies do drop shipping, but if they do, that's done. Fruits are gonna go up.
And
By a
they,
lot.
And why are they on strike?
Money, more than likely. I mean, did you have the article? Do you want to read it off?
I mean, they're basically saying that they'll feel like they're getting paid enough money. Basically, it's just a money thing.
Do you know what they want? Like, do you know what they want or what they're getting paid?
Extra.
starts tomorrow.
Because of probably inflation and shit like that. So bump up the pay. Everybody else's pay has been bumped up. I ain't gonna lie. So I will say that. So they're probably going for, enough to where it averages out to where they were before all these other bump ups happen. They're like, I'm working at the port, you're working at this job and damn near making as much as me. McDonald's.
They just give a higher wages. They ain't saying how much more.
Yeah, it makes sense. So makes sense. I can't be mad
Yeah, I
at
mean,
it.
they probably need it.
Yeah, if it's been the same pay from like back in the day, from what I'm hearing,
Everybody needs to get raises, to be honest. Like, inflation has gotten to the point.
Not bad. We have 2 in 1 year. That's just crazy.
Yeah, it's not doing really well. Like, let's keep it a bean. It's
Yeah.
pretty rough.
$10 milks, $12 gallon milks.
Nah, not milk, but like fruits. What else?
Chocolate,
Chocolate,
cherry, yeah,
alcohol.
yeah, booze.
There's gonna be a lot of
Listen.
fruits like bananas and tomatoes and avocados,
Yeah.
watermelons,
Shit.
strawberries.
I seen pancake mixes.
We should be
Completely
straight
gone.
on oranges and shit because we're in Florida. But
I seen pancake mixes completely gone out the aisle. I'm like, oh damn. It's back to being hard out here. I haven't seen that in a while.
anything that don't come on the truck, it needs to come from Asia or
All them soups is out of here in the aisles.
yeah, no more tiki masala. No more butter chicken. No more soy sauce.
Mm-mm.
Basically, if they can't reach agreement tonight, you know what I'm saying? Tomorrow, the port is locked.
Lock it
I
down.
got different.
Lock it down.
So glad I ordered all my carnival things. We are good to go. Stay
It's gonna be
tuned.
crazy.
Do your grocery shopping.
Yeah,
That's
do
what
your
you're saying.
grocery shopping. That's all I gotta. That's all I gotta say, man. Do the shopping.
The problem is when shit like this happens, they bump up the price for shit, and now they're just never bringing it down. Like, all right, this shit happened like 3 years ago, and you guys keep raising the price. Like,
The lemons
Yeah.
ain't never been the same.
yeah. These eggs is supposed to be. I remember the little egg and chicken wing like shortage. That was the thing, right? During the pandemic,
Yeah.
and they keep raising the price of eggs. Like, yo, that problem was solved years ago.
No, the
And it-
crazy part about the raising the price of the eggs was that there was all these. This is kind of why I feel like they wanted to ban TikTok. There was all these like chicken farmers. It was like, yo, we got bare eggs.
Yeah, we got plenty of eggs right here.
We got bare eggs, so we don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
They're not picking. They're not taking the eggs.
They're gonna be using it up now.
exactly. Like they're fake spiking up a lot of these
Mhm.
prices. That's what I'm saying. Like it's proven.
Are we in the Atlantic or the Gulf?
Where's the Atlantic?
All right, so the strike gonna shut down major of the Atlantic and Gulf ports.
Yep.
And 40
Yeah,
40
Miami, Port of Miami's done.
Everything's done. Florida
Port
is
of
Atlantic and Gulf. All our ports are. We're done.
Oh, so
We're done.
Okay.
Texas is done.
We're done.
Cali,
Like,
all the Cali, all the Asian stuff that goes to Cali is done.
This shit over. Yeah,
New York Port Authority shut down.
Man, that shit gonna be wild.
Literally, just
Those are all the big ports.
The coast, any coastal fucking state. Anything that was moving ain't anymore.
Push it to the limit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's
Pay the people them things, man.
crazy.
Also, everything that's made over here, they just gonna wax that motherfucker
Pretty much.
10 times.
Made in America.
It's
America.
it's gonna be $20.
Yeah, $10 gallons of milk and shit.
Man, gas gonna be even crazier than.
Oh yeah,
So gas going all the way back up.
gas gonna shoot up too. I think.
Oh, shit.
I don't see why gas wouldn't go up.
Electric cars, not black.
Mm.
Damn.
So
There you go.
That's some bullshit.
I've
dog. I
been
ain't
crying
gonna
the whole fucking time,
dog.
bro. You man, I already know what that shit
lie. Gas
means.
been like $2.98. I've been cruising, dog.
$5.
Not even, maybe
Brother.
maybe 7.
Brother.
Mm.
Yo, let me tell you something. Oh, okay. Make fucking gas do them type of number there.
Yo, what?
Watch. Not a
Yo,
property
just give
inspection
these
could
niggas
have
their
done.
fucking money. You know what I'm saying? Run them the pounds, the peas, so they can go ahead and do their
Run the
thing.
peas, bruv.
Need the peas, bro.
Now, at this point, y'all started GoFundMe. We'll do it. Shit. Just tell us what y'all need.
What do y'all think about the whole Cardi B and Offset shit?
Not at all. I'm not in married folk business. It's not my business.
What do you think about Offset's claims that Cardi B was getting her guts beat in while she was pregnant with the last youth? And then
I mean, I ain't gonna
when
lie,
he said it,
I heard
she then said and did. Like I hope she's not. Maybe she said it just for him to be mad. You know what I'm saying? But then he came back and said he saw the text and blah 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 blah. So I mean,
Melissa Ford had a good point though. She was saying maybe she baited him up to see certain shit and he bought it.
Okay,
and then ran with what he saw.
okay, but okay.
And
But what if?
Best case scenario, she didn't do it. Worst case scenario, she did. At the end of the day, she did. It's not like she cheated first. She just cheated worse. You can't be mad at nobody. Like, from you open the fucking doors, you can't control how somebody reacts.
I think it's different. I'm sorry.
You only think it's different because we're the ones that have to get pregnant. If boys could get pregnant too, it wouldn't be such a big deal. Y'all would see all the sense in it then.
Yeah, but
Shit happens.
But we
Bitches
can't.
be horny, you know, them hormones and shit. Like
we
shit.
can't though.
Like that's all it is. It's just the
You don't think
perspective.
that's
Like
nasty?
I think any kind of fucking unprotected sex with more than one person, point blank, is nasty.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can't put me up on
You
this.
let another nigga nut on your baby face, though.
I'm just letting another nigga be nut in you when you're married is not when you're even with somebody. Point blank.
How you know
So
the
you
nigga-
have to-
How you know the nigga wasn't strapped up?
You don't know
How
shit.
do we know that he was?
You don't know shit.
Don't know anything.
You weren't there.
He definitely
It
wasn't
yours.
strapped up.
I mean,
He
if
just
she gonna
splashing
let
in a
another,
pregnant chick.
if she gonna let another nigga smash while she's pregnant,
She probably not letting.
she's
him strap.
not. She's probably like, well, I can't get pregnant.
Exactly.
Absolutely can. Just so
I
you
know,
guys
but
know that.
no, knowing her,
All right.
the thought process is, well, I'm pregnant right now. If she was showing, that's even crazier. That's even crazier.
I can't speak on it because I'm already
They got-
a prude when it comes to stuff like that.
they
So
got
I couldn't do it, but I also like I stand by my shit.
just-
They
Don't
got
be
they
mad
got
she
they
cheated
got
worse.
pregnant sections in corn sites.
Of course they do.
So
Because there's a fucking king for everything. Everything somebody says they wouldn't do, there's somebody that would.
I'm just saying, maybe she did it. Maybe she started a rumor so he could hurt this nigga, right?
Okay, but what if she didn't though?
Yeah, we've already
My
gone
thing-
best
what
case
about-
scenario. It's a
what
lie,
about-
and
what
it's a,
about-
you know,
what
but
about all
worst
the-
case scenario?
What about all the skets on the internet that was like, yeah, that's what you do, this, that, and the third, that was praising
I
Cardi
think
for
all
letting
that
niggas do that
matters
shit.
is I hope niggas are paying attention to shit to their girlfriends' Twitters and shit. Like
I
any
just
bitch
don't
that's
think
tweeting that the nigga you dealing with, I hope he's preying what you about. That's it.
I just don't think either
Like
way.
they're just exposing themselves. Like let us know who's out here willing to take dick pregnant. Please expose yourself. You should have a sign.
I know what they say is like when they go low, go to the basement or whatever. On this one,
There's a level.
even if true or not, she probably should have just not.
She
said
went
it.
to the she went to the foundation,
any kind
bro.
of
Yeah.
any
She
kind
went to the
of-
foundation, not even the basement.
Nah,
any
'cause-
kind of revenge sex is like when the bitches are like, oh, I'll fuck your friend, I'll fuck your daddy, I'll fuck
'cause-
anything you have. When your pussy is a weapon, when you weaponize your vagina male, it says something about you. You
'cause she
know,
was getting like
you're a
pretty
certain
big.
type.
She was getting pretty big commercials with the or whatever the shit was going on. That little okay bullshit.
She makes more money than this.
Yeah, she's
That's-
fine.
that's
Like
what-
financially, she's
Yeah,
fine.
no,
She's
no,
not
he's
worried.
fine, but he's not broke.
No,
Yeah, but she's fine. She's good. Like
She
I'm
makes
saying-
way more money than him.
she's
no, for sure. I'm just saying, like this might have watered her brand down a little bit.
absolutely not.
You know,
Absolutely
you
not.
don't think you
Absolutely
think she's
not.
gonna still get
I
the same
think-
type
I
of
think-
commercials
I
with
think-
doing that?
I don't think the commercials is what feeds Cardi.
I'm just saying, like her stardom. You get what I'm saying? Like her stardom was getting to like shit. You're getting on commercials that are on
She's making a
ABC.
shitload of
and-
money from OnlyFans.
Yeah, I was just about to say OnlyFans. Like I feel like if OnlyFans comes out and is like, we can't support you anymore, then maybe she'd be concerned.
Yeah.
But the
Okay.
fucking whatever commercial and this and that, that's not her bread and butter. That's the baby's birthday party this year. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like at
I was-
OnlyFans money,
I just thought she was like,
if
you
anything, her
know,
OnlyFans just went up.
I just thought she could have eventually been like a spokesman like Snoop eventually. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You think
goddamn.
you see how long it's taken? You remember Snoop? You remember
Yeah,
who's that?
and-
Okay.
and she
Nah,
got-
but
Cardi's
she-
in
but
the
she-
first
she-
10 years of her shit. Let her
Nah,
cook.
but I'm just saying, like, she could have,
Yeah.
she could have been.
No,
so
but
bad.
there's some like I don't think like say Sexy Red can't pull a Snoop. I think there's
No,
too much
no.
shock in what she's done
No, I'm saying
for her to get to Snoop's level
I don't even
of
see why we brought the child up.
brand.
I'm
Because
waiting.
that's where Cardi is leading with this.
Not at all. Not at all. Sexy
Not
Red
that-
has been
How?
and her fucking gynecologist
How?
talking about some. I'm here to see why my pussy stank. What? No. Cardi would at least have to admit Like for real, that she did this. Not a text that she sent to her husband. Yes, even if it was a fucking tweet or whatever, y'all still have to, that's a fucking married, you know what I'm saying? Like, you say some shit. She would really have to, like, it would really have to be confirmed for her to even
Can't put
start
Cardi on
down
that
that
level.
road.
Sexy, come on.
Yeah, like, nah. Sexy Red looks
Brought
like,
her down to the dregs of society.
That's what the dregs do, though. I'm saying if it's true. But even entertaining that on her brand is crazy.
no, it's not crazy because her brand is on OnlyFans. She's fine. She's fine.
So that
if she was
making
somebody,
the Sexy Red comparison is apt.
no, because is Sexy Red on OnlyFans?
Not yet.
Okay, then then it's absolutely not. Because at the end of the day, Cardi didn't make her career off of OnlyFans. She made a career and then OnlyFans came out.
Okay.
Okay, so that's completely different. It just happens to be her biggest income. But yeah,
I don't know.
fucking Sexy Red
She
is
just happened to be doing what, credit card commercials, like national credit card commercials and shit like
Yeah,
that.
she was getting
I'm not saying she was getting a bag, but
all the
it's not,
stuff Meg is doing now. That would have been Cardi. I don't know why she's not doing it, but obviously, you know.
Because she's been pregnant damn near every fucking year.
that
What can
is
she
true. That
do?
nigga kept her pregnant.
Like, what can she do? She's been pregnant every fucking year. What can she do?
That nigga kept her pregnant.
Yeah.
He didn't keep her pregnant.
Yeah, she was in a
she,
Pepsi commercial. You feel me?
She
Like,
she could have like there's birth control. Come on now.
There definitely is. I'm a strong advocate. It
Come on now,
works
there's
if
birth
you take
control.
Yeah, but if you believe you're in love, I mean,
it. I see. No, I'm not gonna say no. I'm not gonna say no. Nope, I am gonna say something. As a bitch who has no kids, right, and has a bitch who has done some stupid ass shit behind a nigga, I would hope children change that perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one
That's
thing
a bad
if
thing
it
to
was
hope for,
like
though.
not his perspective, mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, once I would have, even if, like I said, I've done stupid shit behind a nigga, but like I would hope once I have a kid, right, I would assess like, this is not just affecting me now. This is someone else, let alone to have XYZ more. You feel me? I will say that. Like, I do think one is a accident or a surprise and the rest are choices, you know, because at first you don't know. Maybe you didn't know what he was going to be. But to be pregnant again, like, you know who you sleeping with, man.
No.
Like, you know who you sleeping with.
yeah, because I mean,
And at that point,
her every time she was fucking pregnant.
I would respect
she
it if
kept
she
saying
was
her-
just on some shit like, I just want my kids to match. Church. I wouldn't give that.
I mean, maybe that's what I mean.
She can afford them by herself. Like, I could. She just wanted another baby. Hey, what can I say? Wouldn't be angry, but yeah.
That's her. That's all. She only had 3 kids from him, right? That was her first kids.
Those are all her kids. Yeah, only
2,
kid.
3,
I thought
She got
this
third
isn't
one
this
now.
one 3?
3. Okay.
There's the third one. Third installment.
He has others, obviously, but
Yeah.
Father
these
of
are
7
her
or
kids.
6.
So I could understand if that's what she wanted. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying, you know, maybe that was the end all. But personally, it's like, nah, once kids come in the game, it's like, nah,
Father of 6 now.
that's crazy.
Because when he did Father of 4, the first one was he had the first Cardi when he did Father of 4. So no, 2 more would be Father of 6.
New album comes soon.
That's crazy. So many kids. That's so many kids.
A lot of bitches were mad when they were like, "Yo, you better." I've been taking notes. You see what Offset said? This is why men are evil. Because Offset was like, "Well," at the end of it, Offset was like, "Well, you're still my baby mom. At the end of the day, I won."
He won?
Yeah, that's what he said. And bitch was like, "You see what a nigga will do? He'll da 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 da." I'm like, "Bitch, you're not Cardi B. No nigga is trying to get you pregnant for your $20 hour telemarketing job.
Don't say that.
Just relax. That is not the norm.
Nah, facts. Facts.
What happened?
Y'all. So y'all really think like niggas don't be Trying to get bitches pregnant to ruin their lives out in real life here.
I'm not but that's not the norm. That's not
It's usually
that's not the
more-
mean. You get what I'm saying? That's not the average nigga isn't doing that.
There's niggas doing that because they just think that the chick looks real good. I ain't even gonna hold you. It's like,
Don't get it twisted. There's niggas that
Yeah, she
will get a
bad.
bitch pregnant just like there's bitches that will get pregnant.
Yeah.
It's the same, but it's not the norm. It's not every other girl.
Yeah.
Just like it's not every other guy.
It's either
And they're making it seem it's every guy or every other guy will do this, or it's like no. Just like not every girl, like we think every girl, Cardi is representation of the average girl is gonna fuck on you and get fucked by a nigga while she's showing pregnant. Like no, these are fucking extreme
Is the
cases
showing more offensive for you because you mentioned it
because
twice?
she don't know. If she doesn't know, then she finds out she's pregnant. Is very different than she knows she's pregnant and she's showing or whatever the case may be. At least to me.
Do we know that she was showing?
I'm saying to me,
This is caveat.
these are my qualifiers.
This is his caveat.
I think
you know?
somebody did a breakdown that she possibly was showing, but
So if she wasn't showing and she didn't know she was pregnant, yeah, that's like okay, I didn't know I was pregnant. I found out I was pregnant after the fact. All right, cool. But you knowingly fucking while you're pregnant is a little crazy to me.
I mean, it's crazy, but I get back as I get back.
So it's not so much showing, it's knowing. Okay.
but
And then the showing part is like, yeah, that nigga's nasty. And then
What,
you
don't
fuck
show?
with that nasty nigga.
don't go.
Your big ups Cardi B fuck with a nigga that will fuck you while you're showing pregnant. That's crazy. What kind of nigga is that? That's the like you went and found a real scumbag.
Just like our baby.
Oh
daddy.
no, and the niggas
That's
No, he just found a big booty regular bitch.
no, the nigga that did it is just he's just on some like
A nigga
that's
who cheats on his pregnant wife
no, I'm saying
is just as creepy as a nigga who fucks niggas' pregnant wives.
Yeah, no, the nigga that did it. That's,
there's no like crazy
I'm
fetish
telling
shit
you,
going
I'm telling
on.
you exactly what that nigga's thinking. He's like, nigga, he's not writing in, Cardi B was pregnant. Yo, I fucked Cardi B. No, that's just not gonna say she was pregnant.
Yeah, but she was pregnant. And
nigga, I'm telling you exactly what that nigga's probably promoting. Not at this moment, but whenever he just,
like if he's promoting it or he's leaving it out because he knows it's sick. That's what I'm saying.
yeah,
It's still
yeah,
sick though.
He just wanted to win as far as
It's
it's
still
Cardi
sick
B.
though.
You know what I'm saying? I'm agreeing with you. I'm just saying, hey, the nigga's gonna rewrite history in his mind and just say, hey, nigga, I got to tag Cardi B.
What
If
would be
it's
crazy?
true,
What
it's
would be
when this
crazy? No,
baby's
listen.
born.
What would
I'm
be
just letting
crazy?
you know,
You're like, mom, you let niggas ski on really?
What would
Mom.
be crazy is if Offset was cheating on Cardi B with another pregnant girl. That would be crazy. You get what I'm saying? It's like, what's the point? Like, you just have a sex problem at this point.
Well, shit, clearly, this nigga got 6 kids. Nigga got
Nigga has
King
big sex
Splash.
Right? But like, yo, like for you to find like
Nigga got more kids
it's
than Joe
different. Like I
Jackson.
said, if you fucked a nigga and you didn't know you were pregnant and you weren't showing because it's like you just fucking a nigga. Right? The nigga is then is just like, yeah, I just smashed Cardi B. But now this nigga fucked a pregnant Cardi B with a belly. Like you found a fetish nigga that was willing to fuck you.
No, I think
That's what I'm saying. That's
I don't
kind of
even
crazy,
I
bro.
don't even think that nigga was possibly on the fetish. I think really truly in that person's mind, it was possibly all just
Why can't she just be
Cardi
horny and
B.
just wanted to fuck?
yeah. I think it was.
You know what do you mean?
Talking
I'm talking about
Cardi.
the nigga.
Oh,
That means for you, like she knows, bro. Like a lot of niggas, that's not the norm.
Yeah,
It's not the norm for a nigga to fuck another girl while she's pregnant.
that's what I'm saying.
That is some fetish
I'm telling.
shit.
I'm telling
So
you.
for her to find that nigga
I'm saying it might not have even been a fetish. I'm just saying you got.
Gosh, you're not getting what I'm saying.
You don't think Cardi just the name Cardi B and niggas
I think
doing
there are
that shit?
niggas that are
Not
I think,
the average.
No, but I think there are. Remember, she has obsessive people because she is famous, right? So I think all it would take is one of those obsessive fans that would.
So you
fuck her
telling me
in
she
any
fucked an
capacity.
obsessive fan? That's
Oh,
crazy.
I don't even think it's a fan. I just think it's the name and the niggas just getting,
Yo,
nigga
bro.
that just be smashing bitches, right?
Nobody know
just-
who fucked Cardi. Because if it was a popularity thing, he would have
The
popped
boy.
up.
I'm telling you, I think it's one of those like because they know
it's true, man.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I think she just said it just to get this nigga around hyped up.
Okay, that's fine. I'm talking about if it was true.
No.
We're going on the basis.
I mean,
he
there's
said it,
definitely
and she
women out there
confirmed it.
that it's happened to before. Like I'm sure there's.
I
there's
just
women
Yeah,
out
of
there.
course.
So
But
obviously,
that's sick.
I
we're
think
not
it's
saying it's not.
I think it's a possibility that it could have been that nigga's first time fucking a pregnant chick. Like, but literally, oh shit, it's fucking Cardi B.
Yes,
You niggas, both of them.
I mean, for a nigga to do that shit, I mean,
No, I'm saying it could have been that nigga's first time fucking a pregnant chick. Literally, both of them drunk, that, and she hitting on them. It's like, damn, it's fucking Cardi B. Like, I just got it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I'm just putting another possible scenario out there. Because she has been out, I think, right? I remember one time there was like her in the
So
club.
she's drunk and pregnant.
I don't
No,
know if she's
Jesus.
drunk. I can't
You just
say.
said they're both drunk.
I'm
That's
just, oh
okay.
yeah. Well, she's pregnant, so he's drinking or whatever like that. She might just be chilling. He's drinking, da 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 da. She hitting on him.
so
Might-
she
might-
let a drunk nigga smash her while she's they all sound bad.
This
It
No
is
matter how
bad.
you
No,
rap,
of course,
no matter
it is
how you put the
bad.
bow
It is
on it, my
bad.
nigga,
Yeah,
it
I'm not
sounds
putting-
bad.
I'm telling
It
you.
is bad. Like
Hey, I'm
I
just
said,
telling you- I'm
all
telling-
he can't be mad if she cheated worse.
I'm
That's what it
telling
comes
you
down
what
to.
the guy,
If
the
it is
guy
true,
part. Cause you
that's
say,
what.
yo, it's a fetish. I'm like, it could literally be like, it could be a stat line for that nigga. You know what I mean?
It sounds bad because the nigga's just all right. So Arsenal probably smashing just to smash, right?
She smashed out of spite.
that, or she probably liked the nigga or whatever.
Bing bang boom.
Or probably was talking to a nigga a long time ago because this nigga been talking to, you know what I'm saying, had a side piece or whatever the case may
What?
be.
Never mind. I don't want to say that against Cardi, but
What?
turn of events, it's not his baby.
Mm.
Dun dun
You
dun.
They really bring that nigga.
That's how you let the
Damn.
beat build, bitch.
Oh shit. Nigga gonna go. Yo, he gonna go.
Yeah, I was cussing me, but me make man fuck me. No, sir. That's his pit name. Hey.
Dang, you fucked me while I was pregnant. With
Ah!
another nigga's
You
bitch.
the dirty
Yo,
nigga.
that's
You
crazy.
got
That'd
the
be
fetish,
crazy.
dirty man.
That's
That'd be crazy. But
nasty.
I don't think she'll do that though.
What do you mean?
That's nasty, bro.
No, a woman scoring hard is the. Oh, you crazy?
No, it's bad,
boy.
You
but-
don't think she do that?
You
What?
crazy?
No,
boy.
no.
You know-
Listen, if she was willing to fuck pregnant, then I'm just saying.
You know how many niggas have girls that's been raising kids thinking it's theirs?
No, I'm not
So
talking
at
about
some
that.
point, I'm pretty sure he smashed while she was pregnant
I'm
with
not-
said kid.
No,
I'm not
probably
talking-
on the second child.
No,
she's
no,
like,
I'm
"Don't
talking
fuck
about
this. I ain't
'cause
going through this shit no more.
No, she said even
Watch
before,
that.
like, I'm gonna
Hold my beer.
give it a. She was
Think
like,
you cheat? Watch
she's
it.
like, I knew I wasn't gonna be with him, but I did want one more kid with him, just because I wanted a kid. That's what she literally said. I was gonna say, that. Like, so I don't think because of that information, I'm like, I just don't see that being the thing, but it could be shit. There's foul shit that be going on, but. In this one, I'll give her the benefit of the doubt that she actually probably.
I'm saying hopefully it's not true, but I'm saying
Like-
if it is, that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, because there is a lot of women that don't actually want to be a baby mama, like just a straight up baby mama. Like there's
She have enough money to she has
Even
enough
if
money
she
to
wouldn't
raise
be
the
a mama,
kids
she's an ex-wife.
and then to provide them.
No, I'm just saying,
Got
like,
the same dad, you know what I'm saying?
no, but like she don't want to have like another dude and then have a kid. Like she was just like she's
She
just
want
like
all her kids to have the same.
Like,
same
we don't want
father.
to
Like,
merge.
hey, we doing
Yeah.
one visit. They get
Everybody
like,
got the same. Last
Everybody
name.
get dropped off same place. one
yeah,
weekend.
same place. We're not doing
two-stop.
a 2-stop, 3-stop kind of
Mhm.
thing. Like, which I could kind of understand if it's like, hey, fuck this nigga, but he is a good father though. Like, there's two separate things, I guess, in her mind at this point. Like, in
And she
the
can do that because
relationship.
broker bitches do that shit for stupider reasons. He make pretty babies. I'm like, bitch, you poor.
That's dumb. That's always been it.
Are you stupid?
You make
if-
45K a year.
If you said he's a good father, and I would want him to be like, you know what I'm saying? I see what he does with kids. That I want him to be the father of the child because that would make way more sense.
I've met guys that are great
you just
fathers, but still horrible, like even co-parents that just make like adult life just shit.
Oh,
So-
no, that's that too.
I'm good. Like you could be a great father a little more. I'm good on that too. I need you to be like a good person. Like all the things.
Yeah.
Being a good person means like all those other things are taken care of when you're a good person. Because a bitch don't think because he's good to them fucking kids that got shit to do with you or even your kids.
Now, which one?
Because that's the one.
Which one would you rather have?
Pass
Him
the
good-
Dutchie on the right hand side, Bertrand.
Him good to you?
I don't have kids, so yeah, him good to me.
If you
Damn
have
right.
kids with the man.
I think in order to be good to your kids, they're in some light you have to be good to their mother, and vice versa.
Or if he's Joe Jackson.
Yes, exactly. No,
Like,
Michael,
yeah,
Mike.
I think
But
all
they
that plays into it. Even if you're not together, you still have to
But they
like
become stars, so you're
not
not.
be, pieces of shit to each other.
It's true.
I mean,
Yeah, I think it goes hand in hand. I don't think you can be a good a good father without giving a fuck.
Yeah, because if you treat the mom, if you treat the mom bad, he gonna look the son gonna, or the kid's gonna look at you crazy.
Yeah, like that should always be your thing in the back of your head. And if that's not, like you might not be that good of a person or that good of a father.
They're with the mom 24/7. If you're just
Aren't you having a good time? And not your piece
I'm
of shit
having a
mom.
good
It's like, damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Horrible
Son,
mother.
where'd you find this?
Yeah, tell your mama boyfriend, like it's like, oh wow, why are we talking about this?
Why did your mom smell musty when she came up to me?
Like,
You go,
mine?
like, damn.
Mom
Niggas
put
at the
herself
house?
better, put herself together a little better before she came out the house.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna get you some fly Jordans today, man.
Yeah, like we're not doing
Yeah.
that. So if you're not a
No
good
one
father
like Dusty
or
like
a
your
good
mama,
person,
you
you're
know
not
what I
gonna
mean?
be good at any
It's
of
like,
that shit.
Some niggas are good. Some niggas
But-
are.
but-
Some niggas are good fathers, and their moms are pieces. Like the moms are pieces of shit.
But then you
Like
Yeah, I've seen
multiple
that.
baby father. Like you see the videos where a nigga will go and get food for his kid, and she got like 4 kids, 4 baby daddies, and he'll throw the food out because he didn't get food for all the kids.
I mean, yeah, I've
apparently
seen
that was
them.
supposed to be a skit, but I was like, damn.
I know because
Either
that's
way.
like
No, I've
that
seen real
happens in
ones.
real life.
I've
But
seen
I
real
think
ones.
you
I've
also
seen
have to. There's things I take into consideration. Like if he's already like a broke nigga, like you know what I'm saying. Like I can understand. He got 2. All 5 of those are not his. He already can't afford the 2 he got. You feel me?
Even if he
But
could,
if he got it like
fuck
that,
them kids.
Again, this is where good person comes into. You are a good father because you brought your kids McDonald's, but are you a good person because you understand children don't understand that, right? Like these aren't teenagers. I'm assuming these are little fucking kids, and they're not going to understand why man gets a Happy Meal and I'm over here with chicken tenders out the oven. So
Mama should have made better life choices.
absolutely, but you can make better now choices, just not to make them feel shit like right now because they're stuck with that mother forever.
I mean,
Yeah,
this-
but your kids ain't feeling like shit.
I'll say this.
You can't even say that because you can ask your fucking wife how she used to feel when my dad's fucking family used to come down and bring shit for me and not bring anything for her, and I used to stand on motherfucking business like I don't want it.
I mean, if the,
Like it doesn't feel good. Like it doesn't matter.
I'll say this: the guy is definitely not.
Yeah, they used to like come and like give me money or give me shit, or if they gave me money, I used to just split it with her right in front of them. But if they would give me a present and nothing came, I would give it back. You're not gonna fucking make her fucking do the lip fucking quiver and cry, and now I'm crying and mom is crying and there's just a whole bunch of bitches crying.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like that's fucked up. She's a kid.
No, that's
Like-
why I was gonna say like it's not an obligation, obviously. To
No.
that guy. But
No.
if he has like disposable income that he don't give a fuck about or whatever, like it just don't matter. And then it's like, all right, shit, you ain't got to get McDonald's, get a pizza, get a box of pizza or 2 from fucking Domino's, and it's probably gonna cost the same as by
Go
the
to
time you call.
motherfucking
by
Walmart,
the
get
time-
a bag of the burger patties and bring a loaf of bread. Look that burger.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like I can understand, but if you have it and if especially because you're doing it basically to be petty to her, but you're scorning a child. Like you don't do that to kids.
No, it's not even to be petty. It's just like shit. If you can't afford it, you can't afford
That's
it.
different. That's what I'm saying.
But at the same time, like I said, it is like an extra layer. It's not really because I'm doing it for her, but it's like, all
It
right,
has nothing to do with it.
if it's smiles on all the kids' faces, it's probably going to be a good time.
Like if
for
I promise you,
my kid in this situation, anyways. You feel me?
if I ever see a video when a nigga brings it for all the kids, 2 of them are his, the other 3 ain't his, and then that bitch start barking that, oh, you ain't bring me no food, then drag her to death. You feel me? Because now it's, you know what I'm saying.
like I
But
said,
you don't matter. Those kids matter, and you shouldn't be okay with that. Like that should make you feel away.
Nah, because you'll see all the kids start smiling, like, yeah, go and like,
Nah,
you
this
know,
is just
really,
for these 2.
really all turn up. So like,
but
like I
you
said,
you can't be expected to be responsible for.
no,
all
like
the
I
other
said,
kids.
there's no,
fucking
there's
McDonald's
no,
me on
there's
Happy
no
Meal is not being
expectation for it.
responsible for them.
But then think about it. Then now you're creating like
You're creating animosity amongst
between the kids.
children. It's
Now-
not. We're not
now-
saying when he comes to
now-
get the kids for the weekend, him have to take all 5.
Yeah.
That's a different story. Okay, when he takes them school shopping, he needs to buy for all 5. Nah, when I take y'all
It's
with
the
me,
same- it's
no,
the
it's
same
not the
thing.
same thing.
Nah.
It's not the same thing.
So
That's
it's
not
gonna
the
be
same
it's gonna
thing.
be one kid in Jordans, and the other kid's not.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
because
fine.
my dad can afford those.
Yeah.
That's not.
So
like,
then, like, what's the difference between?
because
What's
I'm
the
not
difference
hungry.
between-
I'm not eating
yo,
your
that's
fucking
food.
face,
That's
nigga.
sustenance.
Yeah.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
eat
I'm
that.
gonna fuck you up.
And McDonald's, you
Where
already
gotta
know
sleep tonight,
McDonald's
nigga?
as
You
a
gotta sleep with
kid
me, right?
is
Where
like
Danny at? Come
the
on, bro.
fucking golden it's like
And
fucking
not for
prime
nothing, my
112.
2 brothers, nigga, you can wear these shoes. If you don't look a
It's a
brother, y'all
Michelin
don't say,
star
"Ah, come on."
restaurant,
You know,
these niggas.
like there's different. There's different things, but when it comes down to food for kids, you can't do that, man. That's
Yeah.
fucked up. That's like, I'm sorry. I
Kids,
just
kids
you
will
see-
typically
you see- you
share
see- you
anyways,
see-
but still.
hell yeah, hell
You
yeah.
see what,
Yeah,
you see
but
what the
still.
cousin did to the other cousin over a cell phone. So
In the night, murked her.
you feel me?
Next, they
That
won't
could-
give you nothing
that
and not
could-
give
that-
it to me again,
That,
bitch.
that could be the old food too.
You know me?
She could have been hungry.
Just don't. I just wouldn't want to do that to kids personally. I wouldn't like if I'm the mom. I'm not necessarily gonna like throw it out like the way they do it, make up a big thing. If anything, nobody's getting a full meal. We don't have to bust this down between all of y'all. Get that little bite or something because I'm not gonna have that.
Happy meal. His brother come over. Fuck this shit.
it's scrambling on the floor.
Like I
Baby
said,
snatching fries.
but it's not like I said. I think it's a nice gesture for sure. I don't think it's
I just think it's good
Yeah,
person
yeah.
versus good father.
like
There's nothing wrong with the guy that does that does it and doesn't do for those other kids necessarily,
often-
because I get it. He's not obligated. He doesn't have to.
and
But,
how
like-
often is it happening? Is it like once in a while? All right, shit, you wind up like
Depends on the situation.
Yeah. Exactly.
It was like nigga, y'all doing this every day. Like nigga, I'm not.
and
like,
and the
that's out.
reciprocity of
You
it,
know what I mean?
right? Because
if
my
y'all
thing
meet it
is
every
too,
day,
like,
that's out.
there be niggas out here that have kids, you know what I'm saying, with multiple bitches. As you as a baby mama making sure those are extra ones are, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of factors
All right.
in
So
that.
what about this then? What about the guy that has two extra kids from another baby mom, right? And then has kids with the same baby mom, right? So how is it like? What if the baby mom start treating?
It don't even be like that. I feel
see that too, though.
I feel
I've
like
seen that
I feel like there are the guys that have 2 kids over here and pick up gals that have 3 pitting with somebody else and start do for like
Yeah.
so
That's true.
but that's okay
goes
or
on-
more accepted, more easily
I
accepted.
think that's fucked up.
That's
But that goes-
disgusting.
but that goes on the
It's- but it's
moral
not
of the
different
person.
than the other guy.
True.
I think it's fucked up that you pick up some other kids and don't do for your own kids. But
Or even honestly do the same at the expense of your kids. Like I'm not gonna fuck up their payment or their whatever for not my kids.
yeah, me neither. You have to look after your kids. But now, if you're getting expected to look after somebody else's kids while you're not bothering the next nigga, this is where this shit gets a little sticky.
Is it okay? So what if she's bothering the next nigga? He just ain't shit.
I shouldn't be
What
responsible
line does
for
the
you.
next nigga's dead? Where's
That's
the line?
That's different. That's different.
Okay, the dead
Hey,
that everybody gets McDonald's if your dad
Yeah,
is dead.
most
Okay.
most of the time.
Understood.
1000%.
Understood. I just want to know.
Is the daddy's a deadbeat?
His daddy's
That is
dead.
a dead beat. No, but
No.
dead. Dead.
No.
Like
Daddy,
actually no
if
longer.
your dad's dead, yeah.
Yeah, like-
No, but most of the
you buy
time-
that kid Jordans too.
I was gonna say, but
Real talk.
most of the time,
No, real shit.
Maybe you don't have a daddy. I'm just, it's fine.
most of the
It's
time,
fine.
these
You're mine now. Yeah. No, I feel like
Yeah,
respect.
real talk.
Respect.
It's the
Respect.
same. Like it's the same. Like I feel like niggas feel differently. Like if it's a girl, like if you come up with a girl that has 3 kids, right? But they all got the same last name and it's not her last name, it's different than a girl whose last name is Smith and she got a Johnson, a Henry, and a Robertson. It's different connotation.
My baby mom had a jet before the other 2, but
And he's a fucktard, ain't he?
the baby daddy is.
Oh God, it's a baby daddy. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. That's what
I thought we were talking about.
That's what I'm
the
saying.
baby.
He never did nothing for that nigga, but I did more for him than you know what I'm saying. But
I mean, that's again, Andrew.
He's
like,
dead to the world, though, right?
I mean, shit.
Right?
Could
The
be,
nigga's
yeah.
dead to the world, though, right?
Yeah.
So
Well-
it's a little different. It's just one,
No, well, no,
right?
Andrew.
No, it's just one. Yeah,
Yeah. It's just one.
Hers ain't dead to the world.
No, but he's a fucktard.
He is, but he's not dead to the world.
He's a fucktard.
I'm just saying, like my dad did all that, but he's still very much so identified.
No, but he's
Nah.
but the difference is
Yeah, but your dad is Andrew's dad.
Yeah,
The light skinned guy is just her father.
right, but to an extent, you know what I mean. Like she, you know what I mean. She still's got a spot for her bio. You know, it's not like it's all shut down, which is fine. I get it. It's your bio dad, but I think those factors kind of play a part with those kind of kids. They always, you know, that
he still trying to reach out, but like I said, he don't be doing nothing. Like
yeah. At some point, the kid realizes like, oh, you ain't shit.
yeah,
No, but
basically.
what I was gonna basically say is like, even when you have like friends, family friends or whatever like that, and the kids come over and shit like that, even when you're about to come through, it's like, hey, yeah, I'm about to pick up some McDonald's. Chances are you're gonna pick up the little nigga, his friend, or whoever he's hanging out with some food too. So like, nigga, if it's all kids like that and they really all enjoy each other's company and they're basically like stepbrothers and shit like that, and everything is happen to be smooth, and it's only the mama kind of tripping, and just as long as she's not doing no weird social media shit and certain things, it wouldn't bother me if it not killing my pockets to pick up some extra shit. Like as long as it's not every fucking day, every time. Like, hey, like, oh shit, like, I didn't even know y'all are on here. You know what I'm saying? Or if I know, hey, I'll pick up a box of pizza or some smooth. But other than that, yeah, it's not an obligation though. Like I said, once again, I don't think it's an obligation. I just think if everybody's cool like that, you're not hearing they're fighting stories. They're hearing great stories. Like it's only gonna make the time just that much better. So I understand where you're coming from, but
And it makes end life better because at the end of the day, these little fuckers grow up into full blown people,
yeah.
right? And they remember shit, and
But
if nothing
like,
else, they
you
remember
know what I'm
how
saying? Like,
they
shit,
felt.
y'all probably when you're at your cousins, I'm pretty sure somebody scooped up some food and brought it for all y'all at some point. Yeah, so it's just like
That's different. That's definitely different though.
But no, that's everybody's kid. But it's still, it's just because it's like, okay, hey, are you not doing it just because, oh shit, she has some other kids? It's like, all right, shit, they all enjoying each other, and them little niggas ain't bother you like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what about your mom boyfriend at the time? He never did
All
that.
of them were fucktards. Every last one of them. I don't
it's
even
going
want
off. Yeah, it's
I don't
going
even
off.
want to get into it.
Yeah.
Only question on that: are you and Morgan full bloods?
No.
Okay, so never mind that. Got it. Okay.
Daywalkers. No, I'm joking.
My mom had horrible choices, man. My pops included. Absolutely horrible.
I don't know. I don't know. My mom, yeah, I feel like she went from bad to like safe. Like she got him later. Like, you know what I mean? Like she couldn't have been with that one in his 20s either. It would have ended up the same way. Andrew would be dark. I'd be like, you know what I mean? Like it would have ended up the same exact way. She just caught them too young. She caught her first baby daddy way too young. That's all that is.
It happens. But my mom has a track record.
Yeah.
A history.
See, that's
of
right there.
Horrible choices.
I'm right. I have horrible exes. I will not have children. I have a bad picker. It's broken. I will not procreate. It's fine. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm not gonna be stuck with no motherfucker. Nah,
20 plus years.
nigga.
So we're coming to an end of 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Less than 100 days left.
Less than 100 days left.
That's crazy.
Has it? I feel like everybody's forgotten the alien that landed in
Nobody
Miami.
forgot. No one
You
forgot.
remember that?
Yeah, no one forgot that.
I wasn't here for that one.
No, you
but-
weren't. You weren't here for a while.
Yeah, I wasn't here for that, but I did hear about that. I kept trying to figure out. It was out in Ball Harbor.
There's still
Harbor or
no
something like that, in
video
Bayside?
available.
Was that in Bayside?
Yeah.
Whose is this?
Mine.
I'm gonna use some. I owe you.
No, there's.
There's. I don't know. Oh, I wouldn't think that that's things.
Yeah.
Thank you. Please carry on, Bayside.
Yeah, it was in Bayside or something like
There's
that.
still there's still no video.
like people there.
There's
actually
still
was
no
some-
video of people there. Nobody's come out to talk about what it was, except the first initial.
Was that
News
the same?
report.
That was the same thing at the mall thing too.
Yeah.
That was okay. I'm trying. I remember like the cops like lined the fuck up, and people were like, "Oh, it's famous people or it's a shooting." I'm like, "Cops ain't doing that for famous people."
Not
or
that
shooting."
many cops.
Yeah, that shit looked like SWAT about to come through next.
Bro,
like-
there was like 50 cop like there was. You get what I'm saying? Like it
somebody
was,
was filming from their apartment though, right? That's where the footage was.
there's a little bit of footage from up above,
Yeah, it had to be from like an
And
apartment.
and that's it.
Yeah, and then you never see it again.
There's nobody there has any footage. Nobody there has talked about it.
I feel like the only reason that footage got out is because whoever it was like doesn't even live there. Like they were visiting someone able to leave. You know what I mean? Because they wiped that building. You know what I mean? Like anyone on that whole block. They
You only see
you can't.
Agent-
you only see the
Listen,
videos.
Agent
if you didn't
K,
believe
Agent-
You only see the videos
Agent
of
J, Agent
Look into
K.
the
the
light,
amount
bitch.
of cars, and there wasn't just cars, bro. There was like army there, bro.
it was SWAT.
More than SWAT. They had like not tanks, but they had the
The
big
army
truck.
Jeep, the
Yes.
big fucking caravan.
Yes.
Fucking, yeah.
They had the
Is that
big,
not SWAT? Okay. Is that not
National-
SWAT enough for
that's
okay.
like national. They had
National
National Guard, dog.
Oh, I can't remember color wise.
So you said it. You said it.
The Humvees.
You said it. You said
Yeah.
so you said the alien was in the mall.
I don't know what it was,
Something
bro.
was in that fucking mall. Dopey, something.
Not kids throwing fireworks.
Not
'Cause
gang
they,
members,
no, they said
not shooters.
there wasn't
not any
even
of that
shooting.
Shit.
They didn't even
Nothing.
say there were kids throwing fireworks.
None of that shit was in that mall.
That's what
because
they
where
said.
the fuck are the mugs? Any kid that was in there, and I promise you, someone had to be over 18. I promise you. All right, where the fuck is the mugshot?
When did
That
this
would have been
happen?
all over the place.
When did this happen?
Whenever you were
was
gone.
gone, bro.
No, what month? Y'all
Yeah,
know?
oh,
I
you was
can't
gone for
remember-
like the
I can't
first
remember.
quarter. You right? Hot stuff.
It was like early
March?
early
January, February, March. One of those months.
90
That'll
days.
be like
90
February.
days. That's all we got. And you can't
Maybe.
even look it up. Like it's not like if you weren't here, like to see it like on social media because it wasn't on like news or anything.
Ask Google.
There was that one
I'm not
guy.
asking Google shit.
There was
about
that one guy from New York. You remember? There was that one guy from New York that put out the shit on TikTok, and then he called. Then he recanted everything he said, and said he was just joking.
So they said if people came.
Then people came knocking like we can't kill you because that's gonna be too obvious. Okay,
We're gonna take down your TikTok.
go the
page.
fuck up
That was a
there
threat.
and
Say
tell
that
them
you were
you're
joking.
fucking off your meds or something. Okay.
He's saying that there was some being walking around. He's like, I don't know what it was. There were these beings walking around, and da 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 da. And then he recanted everything.
Well, oh, he was there.
Yeah, he said he was there. Yeah, he said he was there.
Mm.
He was
I
in
couldn't-
Miami. He was shooting for Miami. He was a nigga from New York.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
And that's it. There's nothing else. There's been nothing else since the initial like news channel 7 or channel 6 or one of those.
It was
news
on the
stations.
news.
Yeah,
It was on the news that there was kids throwing fireworks in the mall.
Oh, okay, that part was on.
And
Because I feel
that's
like
what it
everything
was.
else I saw was TikTok.
Yeah,
Like,
everything
type
else
shit.
was
Okay.
TikTok.
TikTok on Instagram. Yeah.
They're saying it was kids throwing fireworks.
That shit.
And I'm
is
like,
crazy.
nah.
So the media lied to us too.
Oh, shocking. Sorry. That wasn't towards you.
So, like, and that started off the year.
And I just was recently by that area.
And then the lady that was saying that niggas was gonna go down by November, and lo and behold, niggas is going down.
Who?
There's that white lady that
White
said
lady.
niggas was going down. Like she's like a gossip lady, and she's normally like
She's like, oh,
90% right about oh, something's gonna happen. This is but she was calling like I don't know if she called Diddy for sure, but she definitely was saying Jay-Z was gonna go down sometime in November.
Top 5 said it.
Huh?
Said top 5 said it.
Yeah, top 5 said it too.
Jay-Z is going down.
For real?
Jay-Z's next.
Why you said that?
Top 5. I don't know.
On the stream when he was on with
You don't ever like wonder how these people know these things?
Why he said that though?
they're in the industry.
I mean, yeah, once you're in
Because
the industry,
Puffy,
niggas do talk.
that's why he said Jay-Z was going down next.
They may not
Even
talk on the
before
mic,
that, like why? Like how
niggas
did
gonna
Cat
talk.
Williams know?
He's in the industry.
You just think everyone in the industry has all of this information? Like, yes, we know Diddy's fucked up.
Nah,
Yes. But how did he know like this was gonna be the year? You know what I mean?
Remember they wanted to block this nigga. Remember
Like-
remember they made it a whole
It ends
Because
up being
you
a
end up
couple-
hearing things.
Yeah, it'll
Your
end up,
agent end up hearing is like, hey, you might want to do like I'm just saying hypothetically, your agent might get wind of, or you might want to do a film or something with somebody, and your agent
Mhm.
might get wind like, hey, he just got some papers about the feds. Da 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 da
might be
da.
that.
Because
or-
remember, can't remember exactly when the Cat Williams interview was, right?
Mhm.
When was it? Does anybody remember?
It was a few months back.
When?
Few
though?
months.
But it was a start. It was a.
I want to say it was January, right?
No, it wasn't January.
It wasn't January.
It was after the shit that happened in Miami.
It might have been January, actually.
Just look
No
it up
problem,
real
yeah.
quick, Clark. Like you're a YouTube god. Look it up. Like shit. He's like, I don't know. Like, bro, look
my
it
phone,
up.
My phone ain't on. That's why.
Give it a second. Sorry.
January 3rd.
8 months ago. So
I think. Yeah, January 3rd.
so that's 8
It
months.
happened
Is
January. It happened January 3rd,
January 3rd.
right?
Don't make noise.
The Diddy lawsuit happened in
So sorry.
the Diddy lawsuit happened in November, right? With Cassie. They started handing out shit, they said, in March,
Mhm.
right? Maybe people start knowing things. Like, hey, don't touch this nigga. Something's about to come down the pipes.
No, here's what I was gonna say. Usually, if somebody like things are like brought up about somebody, is usually if somebody brings them up, like, oh yeah, you know, I'm about to work with them, da da da. And then someone's like, hey, you probably want to hear this info like that. Maybe even not from the agent, but it might just be somebody at a place where it's just, you know, it could be a house party, it could be whatever.
And a
you
lot
know
of
what I'm saying?
times, it's girls too. A lot of times it's
Because
girls.
people still ain't learned. Don't talk in front of bitches.
Yeah, but it's just be like, yo, you get what I'm saying? It's like you look at what happened with Drake and Pusha T,
Mm.
right? It was a bitch that 40 was fucking that was also fucking somebody from that camp.
True.
And that's just that. Like the stories about Diddy has been circulating forever. Like, yo, they had the clip of fucking the third Austin Powers, the Goldfinger one.
Mm-hmm.
And when nigga was falling from the thing and he grabbed onto the ladder, his pants came down.
Mhm.
Right? Had a Diddy tattoo on his right butt cheek. Right? That's a big old Hollywood movie. I don't remember what year this came out. Maybe 2000 and early 2000s. Right? We're
Going
talking
back
Austin
to-
Powers.
Get him to the Greek.
Yeah.
Before Get Him to the
I
Greek.
just went back to Get him to the Greek the other day. I'm saying, like, I just watched it like recently, and I'm like I forgot that he was in there.
Yeah. He's
Like, I'm about to, you feel me fucking your brain? Like, I'm sure you fucked quite a few brains.
Diddy really didn't have to stretch too
Yeah,
hard to play
like-
that role, right?
Like, why
it's called
you?
mind fucking.
Yeah. And didn't he give him some drugs to fuck up homie? Or something, didn't he?
Made him smoke a Jeffrey.
No, when he was telling him to go, like, you do whatever, or no, he's like, you do whatever you have to do to get that motherfucker on stage. I don't care what you got to do to get that mother. I don't know. It just seems a little, you know, they draw from life, they say, right?
Yeah, nigga been saying some.
He's been.
He's been saying some some suspect shit, but niggas just overlooked it.
You ain't never partied with me before.
Nah,
Yeah, I
party.
partied with you before.
That Tyson clip is driving me crazy. I want to see the rest of it.
Which one?
That one where they're like on the couch at like one of the Wayans brothers shows or whatever, and he like how he moves, like and moves his hand off. Like I would want to see, like Diddy's hand is here, and Mike like moves his hand. Like I want to see the whole fucking thing though. You know what I mean?
You didn't see the clip of when Chase Budinger dunked? I put it in the chat. Chase Budinger dunked,
Yeah, he was like,
and Diddy went on his tippy toes and was looking. Yo, the internet is undefeated, dog. The man went on his tippy toes to bung. Yo,
Playboy.
That shit is crazy.
I'm gonna need you to come back and fuck my wife.
After you get this cheesecake and feed it to her.
Yeah.
Take that.
Nah,
Nah, but shit, it does. Hey,
and that was just dog, bro. That's just the beginning of the year, dog. The Cat Williams interview, January 8th, 2nd, dog.
January, like I said.
few years back was Tory Lanez and goddamn Young Thug in the same time or so. Shit.
I wonder what the rest of the year shall
bro,
bring.
You got to think, bro. The president got taken off of the ticket without a vote.
Yeah.
Oh, we had assassination attempt in what?
Two assassination attempts, one alleged, but
two assassination attempts. When did was Ukraine last year or this year?
Last year.
Ukraine was last year. What was this year?
Sure.
Jewish thing?
The shit in the Middle East, bruv.
And all,
in Palestine.
there's a lot of powerful black people in jail too. So say that. Does suck what they're alleged to do though, so it's not like they're really defendable.
The
crimes,
internet, listen.
it does.
The internet, the internet.
It does suck.
I'm gonna say this: the internet's crazy,
shit,
but the internet hasn't allowed people to move like they used to move. Like there isn't no wait for information, right? Like yeah, they can get to stuff like the shit that happened in Miami, but there was somebody that did say something. You get what I mean? Like that's why they. What happened?
That hesitation, nigga don't like reaching for none of my shit.
I'm sorry.
Nah, you're right though. No, that shit don't work.
I think I just used it.
It's just wanted to work for that moment.
I'm about to say it's one of the fakers.
Yeah.
It's been sitting for too long.
Yeah, bro. And then here's the kicker, bro. We still got 3 months. October, November, and December, dog.
So the end of the year.
I don't know what else could possibly happen, bro.
Now we got a fucking strike at the port.
Bro, I don't know what do you think
gas,
more crazy is gonna happen?
Do you think that affects cruise ships?
Another
Do you think that affects cruise ships?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
I mean the port, you got workers at the port, right?
I don't know.
Port
I
of
ain't docking this
Miami.
boat no more. Fuck you.
Yeah, maybe they can't load up with supplies. Who knows? But maybe they got to do it at, like in the Caribbean or some shit. But yeah, bro. Do you guys think it's gonna get crazier, or do you think it's gonna get just like? Because we still got the election.
I think another big black mogul is gonna be up out of here.
Who?
I don't know yet, but somebody's going down. Just feels like.
I mean, we on Jay-Z watch still. We still on Jay-Z watch.
It could be Jay, it could be somebody, but
Supposedly, you heard the rumors, right? Supposedly Kevin Hart's. These are all rumors. Nothing's been substantiated, but Jay-Z and Beyonce are supposedly like distancing themselves from each other. Kevin Hart and his wife are supposedly distancing themselves from each other. Again, this is nothing that's like even super confirmed, but they're saying it all has to do with the Diddy case. Obviously, we saw The shit
I
with all
get
the people that stepped down and resigned and this, that, and the third. So like, what do you guys think about that?
I mean, possibly.
I think Diddy's been partying for a long time, and you never know who got invited for what reason. You know what I mean, and who they are now.
Who got oiled up? Who didn't get oiled up?
Not like I look at like you see
Costco
the, like
came
you
out and
even
said we don't even sell baby oil.
if you look at like their
Nigga, I'm
pictures.
trying to get that. Oh,
If you
heard
look
that,
at
right?
like yeah,
Yeah.
if you look at old pictures that they post on like Instagram or like Twitter or whatever, right? And you look at just like even the no-name people in those pictures, right? Like some bitch, right? You don't know who she turned out to be. That picture's from 1999, right? She could be the CEO of something, you know what I mean? She could be the face of something, she could be the head of something. Like, yeah, let me go ahead and
No, they got
let me go ahead and
they got the vice president in one of those old pictures at a white party from like the late 90s times. You know, remember when she was a
mean,
concubine for Montel for Montel.
Yeah. She was with Montel for a little bit.
I mean, what about Donald Trump? Never been to no Diddy party?
I don't know. I don't think so. I know he's got pictures with him.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know if Trump has been. I know Trump probably invited Diddy to his party.
honestly, I feel like anyone that was like, I don't know, because he wasn't on the Epstein list. You know what I'm saying? I feel like real
Who,
like
Diddy?
no Trump.
No,
I feel like he wasn't on Epstein list.
he wasn't
He's not-
fucking. He
I
wasn't
feel
fucking
like
with Epstein.
not even he wasn't fucking with Epstein. I feel like people like that aren't gonna fuck with somebody like Trump. You're too fucking loud.
Nah, Epstein was trying to fuck with Trump. Trump even said, like, yeah, I wasn't fucking with that guy. His life didn't make sense. He's like, he just popped up rich.
Yeah.
Where do you get his money from?
So,
That's the thing. They said that it's a
It's a mystery.
conspiracy theory, but the nigga that died who used to own Encyclopedia Britannica is just Ghislaine Maxwell's father. When he died, his money disappeared. And then supposedly he popped up with roughly the same amount of money. They're saying that he's a Mossad or whatever agent. It's like a thing that the things are doing, you know?
sounds like he's just a scammer nigga that just got on and
No,
like,
not no
make us
scammer.
play.
He's like an asset.
For who though?
Mossad.
Oh, okay. Mossad, Hadul.
So that's what they're saying. You know, Epstein is at Star of David, right? Right off of Bailey. That's where he's buried.
Yeah, I mean Trump has a plane down here, so yeah, a lot of shit pops off down here. You know that.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was doing all his shit dressed up the street in Palm Beach, my nigga.
Palm Beach.
Yeah, bro.
All the shit that was on he had a spot right up there. Like, and I mean, like,
Bro, the
When he
Disney
first
the Disney
started-
cruise ship, one of the docks was Epstein's Island.
if you watch hit some of the documentaries on Netflix about him, like there are literally like grown women now that are talking about like, yeah, he like I was taken from like the other side of the track, like trailer park girls that were brought to his house at first before like he was affluent and like got
Yeah.
down with Giselle and shit. It was like literal like little 14-year-old girls from the fucking trailer park up in Palm Beach. Yeah. Give him a couple $100 for a massage, and then he turns over.
That's crazy.
That's my issue with like he preyed on little fucking girls. When broke ones, he always had just enough money. You know what I'm saying? So then when it came into him having dumb money, it didn't change it. It just made it even easier. Yeah.
He was Deshaun Watson mixed in with a pedophile.
Nah, he was blinked twice. He was Slater King.
Yeah, he was.
Nah,
What-
he was worse with
what-
Later King.
yeah.
At least everybody was over 18.
Yeah.
Yeah. Facts.
No, I was just saying, like what he was doing on the island.
Still worse because it's kids.
I know, but I'm saying the act.
I even down to like the fucking. I feel like that fucking gift room, I feel like that comes from some, you know what I'm saying? Like that, I definitely feel like he would do some shit like that. Definitely fucking gross ass old white man. And I'm so happy there were no black men in the movie. Oh my God. I was so happy there wasn't a token nigga. So goddamn God.
Yeah,
like, hallelujah. We wasn't casting. Y'all didn't call us out. Thank
They didn't
you.
try to put Damon a fake Damon John or anything.
Nothing. I'm so happy for that. Because, baby,
So was that nigga?
always that sellout ass nigga. Don't do this shit with these white
Yeah,
boys.
there was no like African royalty guy, nothing. I'm glad.
Very glad.
But yeah, man, I think it's gonna get crazy, bro. I don't know.
Dolphins fucking suck.
Who knows what's gonna happen in the next 2 months is gonna be the next 60 days, bro.
Well,
We just want to hear from
I'm
Oprah.
kind of glad they didn't do it because it wouldn't make sense for an African like guy to be running around. Like that nigga can get concubines, you know what I'm saying? Like I got like 5-10 wives. If I
He didn't
really
have to be
want
African. They could have traded out that little white boy for a black ball
I
player.
have 20 wives if I need to, so I'm not running nowhere.
Easy.
You know what I'm saying?
They
I
could have
gotta
had, you
run,
know what I
I
mean?
ain't
Like
gotta
one of those,
punch, I
like
gotta
the
do
new
none of that.
all-star first draft pick, whatever type of little black boy. They could have traded that white boy out quick. And I feel like Zoe Kravitz had a say in that shit. Like, do not put no niggas in this goddamn movie.
Facts.
Don't do it. I don't want to see not one black man here. Not a servant, not a driver. No black man on the set.
Driver.
True. Because they was in like Spanish.
Yeah, exactly. You won't see a nigga in the whole lot thing. Besides Lil Mama and half Lil Mama.
Girl from Dykeman.
That girl there.
That
Is she from Dykeman?
movie was crazy, bro. That movie was crazy. My whole thing is how come they didn't feel it on the inside?
Feel what on the inside? The trauma?
Yeah. Like how come they didn't feel like they got raped?
I guess because
Maybe those acts weren't rough. Like, you know?
Nah, he had her tied up on the table outside.
That doesn't mean anything. A vagina has a child.
Yes.
I'm not saying they didn't feel it. I feel like they could have just been like, "Yo, we were just really fucked up, just rough sex." You know what I mean? Like, I've had consensual sex that I felt for like 2-3 days afterwards because though consensual, still, yeah. So I feel like you can just take it as an L. Like, got a little rough.
Well,
than
no,
unusual.
they usually woke up like.
Yeah, I just think
But
it's
then
different. Like I said, it's the reason you guys didn't think it was like that traumatic. Like we didn't need that warning on the front of it. And me and Andrew are like, yeah, because you don't get fucked. You don't understand.
From what you could tell, like they all woke up like at least cleaner the next day. Like they were washed off.
But they were bruised.
Bruised, but it wasn't bloody.
But it wasn't first day that they were bruised. If you were like, look, it was a couple of days until we got to that breakfast again where you see them battle bruise.
Yeah.
It was
a couple of days. It could have been a month. We don't know.
Right. Okay. But it was more than that first night. We all agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but so after that night, that's what I'm talking about. Where they were bruised up in the
But this is what I'm saying. Who's to say it was as bad as that every night?
No, but that night. I'm talking about when they woke up the next morning.
Yeah,
how come they were like
because remember they were forgetting.
I'm
even they were
talking about
forgetting.
the pain.
Not even they're forgetting.
No, I mean
again,
like why the white boys body hole wasn't. That's what I'm talking
No,
about.
I'm saying they could have cleaned them up. Hey,
Are used to. That's what I'm saying. It's the same reason why there are bitches out here talking about I need a dick that 9 inches or bigger, and there's bitches out here like me, like, madam, 6 inches is more than enough, madam. Please. Bitches got different pussies.
I'm saying like after the fact when
and again they could have just thought, oh, I just had rough sex, not until the bruises show up, and I was like,
but you get what I'm saying. They don't even know that they're having sex.
If he's got enough money for
so they should have felt like damn.
If he's got enough money to do all that, like the cleanup crew is probably handling them things too, like making
there
sure.
has to be something
You know
because
what I'm saying?
even she had that juke in her head. She couldn't remember where it came from, whatever. Like, you know, I'm sure.
That shit was stitched up.
The dirt under the nails. She couldn't remember it. That's what I'm saying. Each day, like as the time go, they kept getting dirtier and dirtier.
Mhm.
So I feel like it got worse and worse. I feel like maybe the first night it wasn't as, you know what I mean? I feel like, not saying all guys, but I feel like guys like that would get progressively like, okay, so shit, they don't remember that. Let's see if we go a little bit. Oh shit. And then it's that last night that we see like that they went ape shit. And then the next morning, everyone's fucked up. Like, I think it progressively just got worse, honestly. But I do agree, because that's the first thing, because I've had blackout nights and you wake up and you're like, and I know none of you know what just happened, but any girl that's listening knows what just happened. You just reassess your shit real quick. Like, okay, we're good. We're fine. We're fine. We're going out the way we came in. We're solid. Or I need to file a police report. Whatever.
That ain't funny. But.
Like shit. You gotta know. You gotta know. That movie.
Don't get on jets with niggas you don't know.
Straight up. If it seems too good to be true, it is. Like, y'all didn't even drop a location. Y'all put y'all phones in that bag after he said, but you don't have to. I'd have been like, all right, cool. So I'm not.
But you would have forgotten anyway.
I know. I would at least been able to drop a location to my. You know how many locations you wipe up?
It was
No,
no,
but
it was
then
no
when you got,
service.
then there was no service anyway.
There was no
So
service.
either way,
Even when they landed, there was no service.
There was no service.
there was no. But they didn't know. They all took their phones out, so there probably wasn't even time to.
See, and I'm just like that person. Like,
But even getting on the plane, you probably could just drop a location to somebody.
Did
They didn't
anybody
even know
text
where they were
anybody's
going.
Mama? They didn't know. That's what I'm saying,
Yeah,
though.
they was like damn, they're half
But
asleep.
you couldn't even text nobody. Like, I'm telling you, like, you don't. Girl, I've gone places, I've done things. I've been in whole other countries, and your wife will get a fucking text like, "Yo, the last place I was here. Last known fucking place I know I'm at is this and this,
Or you
just in case."
Yeah,
And
you
were
just
they
share your
hitting?
mom.
Were they hitting? Were they
I shared
hitting?
my location.
Remember when
I
the-
went
Or
to
just
the
even to
Were
text
they
my sister,
hitting-
I'm
were
going
they
with Slater
hitting-
King.
Yeah.
Were they hitting vapes on the plane? Because
No, because remember when
Oh, he did.
on the plane they were like dozing off because when
Mhm.
when they
They still had
when they
drinks
got
and
in the
shit.
car, it's like we're here. And that's when they was at the island.
They
So
still
I
had,
feel like-
they
I feel
still
like
had
they
drinks and
dozed
shit though.
Yeah.
There, it was a private jet, so you can drink. You can pretty much do
Yeah,
everything.
they
you
showed
want.
up like
I don't
kind
know.
of
You really
passed
can't
out.
but
smoke.
I don't remember if they were like
I don't think they were vaping.
got
You
drugged
really-
or anything like
you really
that.
I don't
can't
think they
smoke
got.
like
I
that,
really
though.
don't think those girls got drugged until they got on that island,
And they
and
sprayed the perfume.
so even like once they were like, oh, freshen up and and they put all that shit on. I was sure that shit was like doused in that shit. You know what I mean? Even
Yeah.
without them spraying it, because they have to think of like a bitch like me that sees all this shit and is like, it's used.
It's in the soap. It's in everything.
You know what I mean? I bring my own soap. I like literally like I'm watching that movie the first time. I'm like, you couldn't got me. Because I don't use shit in a hotel that don't come out like the pipe. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
you would have had to have it in like the sheets. And even then, sometimes, like depending on where I am, I might bring my own set of sheets or buy a set of sheets. Like I'm neurotic. You feel me? Or spray that whole fucker down in Lysol. You know what I'm saying? Like
Nah, definitely have to.
minimum is spraying that shit. You know? So it's like you couldn't have got me. Even and not, oh, but you wouldn't have known. A, I wouldn't have gone. Or B, I would have made it back to my locker. And you always have a go bag. You listen. You have a go. Essentials. If nothing else, I can last 2 days. But
Most
yeah.
people don't think like you though.
But exactly, the movie would have been over with me. Over her. Like Ashley dropped her. Ashley has an Apple tag on her fucking in her shoe somewhere. You know what I mean? Like over. Like
Freaking Wendy.
my mama can find me, Jesus. At least the body. Like I ain't saying you ain't gonna kill me. I'm just saying people gonna know.
the girl that looked like Wendy's died first quarter too.
Listen,
First quarter.
That's because that snake. That's the snake.
that's why they were killing them. That's what he was told her when they were walking. Like, oh, they're here to kill the snakes because they're like poisonous snakes, right? And then when Shorty gets bit, oh, they're venomous, but you won't die. So why the fuck? At that point, I'm asking questions. So why the fuck you got motherfuckers around here killing all these motherfuckers?
So you don't get bit, I guess.
Like that though, you got 3-4 people working out in fields all across the along. Okay, why not just leave?
But
You
you
could've
think
gotten
they
a
do
different
you think
island.
they knew that the snake venom was
Absolutely,
the
that's what they were doing it for.
Remember, that's what the lady gave to the lady.
No, I know she listen. Do you think the guys, because they killed the girl because of whatever, because she's starting to remember,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
But it's not like, why didn't they just take her out? Because she got bit. So they should have known she was going to start to remember.
Maybe they thought they had more time because
Yeah.
maybe because think about it with the other two girls, right? They were giving them those shots, but it took them from day, like lunch, whatever, in the pool till the whole Ross dinner now to like click. You know what I mean? So maybe they thought maybe they had a little bit more time.
Okay. So maybe the
You know, like maybe they thought like, okay, like, all right, so once like we, night falls and they all kind of go stupid, we're just gonna get rid of her. You know what I mean? Because they did, honestly. Like that's what we see. We see they broke her neck when all of them are like, yeah. So
Yeah,
maybe they just were like, all right, we'll get her.
Yeah, we can't.
Where's she
We're
gonna
gonna
go?
get her, but we can't do it like
Right now they're like still here.
and know that.
I
and
feel
they
like,
all
I feel
know
like they
that
really
she
hurt
just got
Puffy
bit.
with the white, dog.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dog.
That all white shit.
The all
When
white.
the girls were like
Puffy's
running
white,
yo,
but they were
like,
wearing white the entire time. Everything was white.
that's what, but-
sacrificial lamb.
Yeah.
That's what I kept thinking.
but that's what I
Take
kept
that.
from they got there. I was like, y'all don't feel like that's some cult shit. All of
That's
y'all come
what I
out of the
was like.
fucking
That's
shit
what
in the
I
same fucking
said.
bathing suit.
I was like, oh, they're all in all white. It's a wrap for y'all.
And then
man.
I'm just thinking, like, yup, they got to pick bitches like you. Because again, disproportionate bitch like me, I know you don't have a bathing suit for me, sure. So I'm going to be wearing what I have then. You know what I mean? Like, like it just wouldn't have worked. You can't get me in those clothes. You would have had, you know what I mean? You would have had to have that shit planned.
I've
Like,
been smoking blunts with the snake lady.
It's so crazy because he had a routine. He kept asking her the same question and see if she gonna answer the same way.
Yeah.
are you having a good time? I'm having a good time.
Having a great time.
Oh, man.
Wait, how did she remember that one time without the When did she remember the dude name? Did she drink the thing yet? Did she
The dude's name?
No,
Which
who
name?
the scientist when the dude came out the room.
She didn't. Okay, so that when the
dude came out of the
therapist
room.
came out of the room when she was sitting in that chair
Uh-huh.
and they came out and they caught her like when she was like all trying to be cute vaping and the therapist came out with Channing, right?
Uh-huh.
And he was like, "Hi," right?
Yeah.
And she was like, "Hey, I remember you," and he kind of was like, "Fuck," right? That was because he had just fucked her. Remember the flashback when him and Channing were talking over her and then Channing flips her over?
Mhm.
That's why he was like, and she was like, yeah, from the gala, remember? And he was like, oh shit, yeah, true word.
Does he? No.
Yeah.
Did he?
Okay.
Yes, that's why he
fucked
really
you.
wore a
Why
red bag.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I caught that one for sure.
Okay.
He did get a red bag. Okay.
Like
Yes.
all those other white. Oh,
Yes. Okay. All I want to know is what happened the first time. What made her remember the first time? Like, did
Probably
she
a
get
snake
So
bit?
then, if that's the case, then why would he still come up to him if that's his wife?
He doesn't know. Remember, so he probably hasn't seen them since the island for whatever reasons, whatever. Because she took him over mentally, probably from that island, right? So,
But she got announced as the CEO.
after.
No, but he came. Listen, she got announced as the CEO, and everybody went to eat.
You're right. And he walked in after. He just came to the dinner. He
Oh,
walked
okay,
in
okay,
from
okay,
the
okay.
yeah, you're right.
I thought
did.
he was there.
He entered the dinner after.
Okay, I thought he was there.
You didn't see him like get up from a table. It looks like he entered and then he walked up to him. You're right.
Okay.
But yeah, she did that shit. Because you're right. I'm not calling no fucking police. Jail too good for you. I want your things. I was very happy with that ending. Very, very happy. Because when they were dragging the shit out, I'm like, what the fuck were they doing? Why would she be dragging the white girl? The white girl's straight. This Spanish girl. Like, he didn't do shit to her. She can walk. Who we dragging? And then I'm like, oh, you love him? Oh. Very good. Very good.
I think she did love him though. That's the crazy part.
I don't think she loved him. I think she was obsessed with him at first. And then after was like, you owe me. Like, I'm not going to be invisible again. Fuck that.
Yeah, because she does say she was complaining about being invisible.
That's why she wanted to be there. I don't think it was him. I think it was all of that.
Wanted to be wanted and
Famous and money and be in control and not have fucking men tell her to fucking smile. Yeah. I think her whole thing was getting to the control because it's like, The landlord wants the rent. He didn't come do that. Like, it was just always a man, you
Mhm.
know, controlling her or fucking up her shit. That guy being like, smile, last year you did that. She finally got out from under a nigga or a dude.
Nigga.
Good movie.
I
man.
liked it, man. I liked it. I liked the fact that none of you can tear it apart. That was fun for me.
No. It's a very good movie. You don't see
Huh?
it often.
Definitely better than
She
Bad
ain't even
Boys
know
4.
it.
Hmm?
So definitely better than Bad Boys 4, huh?
I don't see that.
She ain't even know it.
You watch it?
Oh,
No, I haven't
I
seen
did
it
see
yet.
that this year. I did see that.
That was
Yeah.
another movie that was out this year.
You liked it?
Did a Fast and the Furious come out this year?
Nah,
Did I like the Bad
I
Boy?
think it's probably coming out next year.
I had
Family.
grievances. I had grievances with the
Family.
Bad Boys. I think my biggest issue was switching out the wife. Didn't appreciate that. Just unnecessary. This point.
Nigga.
Definitely should have switched her out.
Isn't it wild that Will did all of that shit in Bad Boys 2 just to not marry his sister?
Well, that was probably
Y'all
fair.
find that funny?
Well, I mean, it's probably for good.
No. I just no.
You didn't want to see Will with Gabby?
No, I didn't. I didn't want to see him with his partner's sister at all.
I don't think it worked for that
regardless.
movie, dude.
I
No.
don't like that.
I don't think it worked for the movie.
I'm
time out.
not a fan of that. I don't.
Oh,
But after all the stuff that just Gabby's been a part of, it's just been like,
Yeah,
maybe
and
not.
over nothing. Like,
Maybe not.
I feel like they would have had to do all that shit anyway, even if he didn't take Abby. Okay, so that it was just for the kissing scene at the end. That's all she was for.
And that's a wrap.
good night, everybody.